Attention, true crime community. True crime community has been infiltrated.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost.
It's compromise.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are.
True crime community has been infiltrated.
Yes, Mr. Yes, Mr. Yes.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet next to me. I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
You're working a fucking gap, and you're 45!
I do not want any spies or snitches stuck to my chest.
I can't contain it, I'm coming out with a statement. You really changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta struggle through the sewer. What you say? Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
So that's your feeling, and you can't stick with us. Whatever. Those rules aren't real. You can't stick with us!
Do it my way.
Get ready for the shit show. Smoke them if you got them. Make sure you have your cigarettes. Make sure you have your drinks. Make sure you have all your stuff ready, because it's going to be a hell of a day today. Understand me when I say people are fucking sick of this.
I need you again, so stick around. So stick around.
She told her subs and everybody to get ready for the shit show that was going to be put on today. She was well aware of it before it happened. She told you to get your cigarettes, your snacks, and your drinks.
So stick around.
Say that I wasn't including Queen Bee, okay? I've said that on every single live. I'm not talking about Queen Bee. I'm not talking about Queen Bee. Guess what? I was fucking talking about Queen Bee.
Leave the world around us. They don't need to know. Come find me where the sun sets and say you'll never let me go. You're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide away right now. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. You'll always be my broken love. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love.
Queen Bee, bring information on Queen Bee. We're done with Queen Bee. Queen Bee's in my crosshairs. There's Queen Bee's channel. Queen Bee thinks she can. But Queen Bee is reformed. I bet you Queen Bee gets tricked. Queen Bee.
Fake PI trash bag bitch is so obsessed with me.
You'll always be my broken love. They don't know how we love when we're letting close. With you, I know I belong. Without all eyes on us, you're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide away right now. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. You'll always be my broken love. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love.
Queen Bee would think she could.
Anybody at Queen Bee show earlier.
We talked about Queen Bee and stuff. I didn't listen to Queen Bee's.
I heard Queen Bee. We got bailing on Salty for Queen Bee, and some people not the Queen Bee. I don't understand why anybody's afraid of her.
About Queen Bee over here on Queen Bee.
Queen Bee, show her face, show her face, show her face.
That's real rich coming from somebody who wears pantyhose on his face every live.
Don't let go. You'll always be my broken love.
Yo, what's happening? What's happening? I didn't even see I had this cover. What y'all been doing today? You guys been busy today? These YouTube streets are on fire, y'all. What the hell? What the hell's been going on? See, there's a whole bunch of fuckery. Hold on, Country says, let me see here what you talking about, baby. What's up, In Bloom? How you doing, baby? Let me see here. I finally felt like I was part of YouTube last night. I got blocked over at Dolly's and unblocked because someone unblocked me, but all I had to do was ask a question and I was blocked again. Yeah, that's usually how it happens over here if they see you in my chat. But see, I let PJ come in my fucking chats, and that's his girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but let him tell it. Nobody from his. If you come over here, you're gonna get blocked. You come over here, you're getting blocked. That's it.
That's how pussy boys roll. That's how Dolly is. He's a giant puss. That's why I said you don't want to. Okay, you want to say I sell dope to kids, and you don't want to man the fuck up and apologize for it. Okay, cool. That's fine. I'm sinking your fucking Turtle Island then. Two can play that game. Anyways, how's y'all day been? I heard Long Neck was on here trying to talk shit to our lawyer, Lady Justice. If that non-existent fucking irrelevant bitch don't shut her mouth, talking about she's not even a real lawyer. Sit down. You ain't a real candle maker, so sit your ass the fuck down. Why you got something to say to our friend Lady Justice? Trying to talk about lawsuits like you know something. You don't know shit, Laura. Shut your ass up. I ain't even been talking shit about your funky ass because you're irrelevant as hell. But you irritate the fuck out of me when you think you know something. Want to talk shit about somebody that's coming up on my panel, bitch. I'm going to start talking about you and all your fucking people in your chat again. You want me to keep doing that? You want to do the shit? You think the shit's fucking funny and cute? I'm going to start doing it back again to you. What happened to your, if you don't like it, don't watch. If you don't like my shit, then don't fucking watch. Take your own advice. Stay in your fucking lane. Stay right the fuck on over there. Anyways, let me tell y'all about my day here. It was a fucked up day too. So it was a fucked up day too. Okay, look, we got up today to go mushrooming and stuff. And we get out there, it starts fucking raining. I'm like, oh fuck. All right. So we smoked, waiting for the rain to chill. You know what I mean? Of course, we get done with the blunt, bam, starts pouring down so fucking hard. It's like you can't even hardly see like in front of you. It's raining so damn hard. I'm like, okay, fuck this. All right. We get back to town. We drove all the way back to town. The person I was with had an appointment. So I was like, okay, you go to your appointment. Go do what you got to do. I'll meet you back around here. You know what I mean? It was still raining. I'm like, fuck it. I went to the gas station. Grabbed some, cigarette sticks. And some fucking worms for these goddamn birds that my fucking kids fucked with and the neighbor kid and all that. Okay, so he brings these birds down. Anyhow, I go in to pay for him. I lay a $20 bill on the counter. Well, I paid for him with a 10, but I laid the 20 that I had with me on the counter. Tell me why the gas station fucking attendant stole my motherfucking $20. I said, damn, you finna lose your job over $20, bro? For real? Damn, you must need it worse than I do, bro. Go ahead and keep that shit. If you're willing to lose your job over a 20, then you must need it worse than I do. Keep it. Oh, shit. Now we got a queen bee with a bird gate. I know, Chico. I was like, you fucking serious, bro? You really gonna take a $20 bill? You gonna lose your job over $20 for real? Keep that shit, man. You need it worse than I do. If that's how it is, you know what I'm saying? You just be like, fuck it. Sometimes you just gotta humble yourself. Maybe he did. Maybe they needed. Maybe he needed it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they fucking. Maybe they needed it more than I did. Maybe there's something going on. Whatever. I don't know, but the smirk on her fucking face when I walked back in there, the girl's like, I don't know. I don't know what happened to it. I'm like, okay, let's run the cameras back then. Oh, well, I think the guy in front of you might have took it. I said, no, there wasn't nobody else in here. So I know nobody took that shit because there was nobody else in there. You know what I'm saying? It was just her. Her and the fucking dude. I'm like, okay. Beat him lady at the gas station that stole my $20.
You sure? Was it like Dolly or something, or like Laura or whatever?
Nah, I said, you know what? It's all good. If you're willing to lose your job over $20 just keep it. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? They obviously
Yeah.
needed it more than I did, so whatever.
Yeah. Man, what an interesting. I was at work all day, and I was just like listening in between all like the little live streams.
Yeah, tell me about the stuff with Real Lady Justice. She said she came up on Alicia's panel or whatever, and she was talking to Laura. What happened?
She wasn't talking to Laura. She was reviewing Laura because Laura, proceeded to actually talk about the stream that you had last night.
Of course she did. She talks about all my shit all the fucking time.
Yeah, and then and then she's also addressing me like I actually watch her channel. No, if I ever watch a FlexQT content, it's usually when someone else looks at it. I do not go on your. I do not. So like if it's like In the Bloom watching or Makeup Mobster, I'll probably watch that just for the fun of it. But yeah, so basically, so she said the dumbest thing. Laura said the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life, and
as always,
at one point she's like, okay. At one point she makes an example of defamation with the Alex Jones case, and then she proceeds to say give Unirock advice. And Unirock's advice, I'm trying to look it up, was basically an easy way out of it would be to basically say he's a YouTuber and they lie to make money, in summary, like paraphrasing it.
Well,
that would be the
we're
defense.
alive to make money, but that doesn't mean everybody on here does.
Yeah, and that would be the way to get out of defamation. That since he's a YouTuber and YouTubers lie to make money, that's just how it is. And I'm like, wait a minute, isn't Alex Jones your example? Wasn't he a YouTuber? Why do you not use that excuse for his defamation case? That would have been a very useful legal advice for Alex Jones.
He would have got out of it so quick, huh? He wouldn't even have to be paying back millions of dollars if he would have just thought about that.
I'm a YouTuber, so lying is just what we do to make money. The exact words, you actually have to listen to it. But like when Lady Justice was like listening to it, she just like comes back with just like she just completely decimates her. It was just hilarious. But basically, yeah.
Well, Lady Justice did email me last night, and she said she wanted to correct herself.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the order that she had, it wasn't the final order or something. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back in and read it. I don't know if she's in here or not, but
yeah, I know. I think she corrected herself in the Bloom video. She corrected the information there.
Oh, did she?
Yeah,
well, it's hard because you know what I'm saying. Not everybody from here goes over there and watches her, or you know what I mean. So it's kind of hard to correct yourself over there when you said it over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. But she was like, she jumped up because I think In the Bloom was just looking at Laura's legal advice, and she just jumped up. Yeah. I mean, like it was just terrible. Like this woman was like, and then she just proceeded to call Lady Justice a fake lawyer or something.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. She called her a fake lawyer. I heard about that. I had got the clip of that like real fast. I mean, people were pissed.
Yeah, I was watching that. I was like, are you out of your mind, Laura? Like, why do you have to insert yourself into things you have no
she's
clue
irrelevant.
about?
She had 103 people in her chat. Fuck yeah, she's gonna speak on it. She's irrelevant as fuck. She's gotta make herself relevant somehow.
Like even EKC has like got more people, but the difference is I'm gonna give the devil their due.
All she could come up with was Trump gave me herpes for her fucking excuse. Her example.
Yeah, and Alex Jones. But I'm like, well, you defeated your Alex Jones argument when you basically said, Uni's defense would be saying, I'm a YouTuber, so, lying is how you, make money on YouTube. Like, no, that doesn't work. I'm sorry. That's not good legal advice. That's really bad. But, yeah, it was not good. It was, so basically she basically commented about us, and then, basically In the Bloom commented about Laura, and while Lady Justice was just basically destroying her in every argument, and then proceeded to ask her to take the link, which Laura did not take the link at all.
Oh, she's not going to. She's fucking scared. She wouldn't take it over here either.
Like, I highly doubt you're going to win an argument, a legal discussion or legal argument against the
Right.
lawyer. Like, come on.
Well, yeah, she would make her look like a fucking fool. You know what I mean?
She already made her look like it was bad. I mean, like, I couldn't believe that this person, like Laura, would actually start, like, you know, starting these types of arguments with an actual attorney and pretending that she knows more about lawsuits and defamations than an attorney, a practicing attorney. Like, come on. Like this is just crazy. You know?
Yeah, and that's the thing. She makes herself look so stupid. You know what I mean? Just why you're going head to head, and then you want to insult her and say she's not a real lawyer. You're dumb as hell, anyways, Laura.
Yeah, like that's why the people say you're dumb, is because you do these things, these scenarios where you make yourself look stupid. Like, I would look like a complete idiot if I says I know more about lawsuits and the legal system than being a lawyer than Lady Justice, and I just debated her, and I would look like a complete fucking idiot. It's like, you got to know your limitations. If you don't know civil law, like, you know, lawsuits and being a lawyer, you probably should just do that. That's just my advice. You know, some advice, you know your limitations, and then proceed to just like that's what I would probably do, you know, just saying. It was bad. I mean, I think Chronicles has like the snippets, like an actual, like actually clipped it. Chronicles the Shady, he clipped like a 12-minute of it. So if you don't want to watch like 12, like almost two, like about an hour and 40 minutes of her completely decimating.
No, I'm not gonna. I was gonna say I'm not gonna be able to watch all that, but
yeah, I think Chronicles has 12 minutes.
I'm not gonna play any of her stuff right now. I don't know about that right now. So,
but yeah, In the Bloom has it, but as well.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to watch the stream from last night and then go watch the correction on In Bloom, there you go.
Yeah. Well, advice, she would forget it where it's.
She what?
No, I'm just reading the chat.
Yeah, me too. Country Sunset said she told me if I wanted my question answered to Cash App her one of them, give her money, which, hell no. Who the fuck said that?
That was probably, I'm going to guess. Probably it starts
Laura, probably. Why the fuck would anybody Cash App you to ask you a question, you shithead?
Well, hopefully it's not legal advice.
Yeah. Hold on here. Heather says, okay, do y'all think Chad Daybell will get an easier sentence than Lori if Lori has to serve life? They're both going to get life. They're both fucking killers. They both did that together. He killed his wife so they could run away. They killed her kids and all that. And then her brother killed himself after she killed her husband. They're both fucking killers. They both deserve to fucking be under the jail, be in prison for life. Both of them. I think they'll both get the same life sentence. Yeah. They're both like he was like really, really out there with the doomsday shit. You know what I mean? Lori wasn't as bad at first, but then she got really bad into it. Like really bad. Off the deep end bad.
Jeez.
Yeah. Like off the deep end bad.
Trying to look for like I was just listening to it, and she keeps on mentioning my name. She's like, "Oh, be Tim." I'm like,
yeah, she's obsessed with you, like obsessed with you. I don't know what the fuck it is, but she cannot. That's almost like they're like they want to know why Willow keeps bringing up Capone's name. Well, Capone's obsessed with his penis. I mean, what the fuck you mean? You got a whole fucking Discord about his peen. So, like, really?
Yeah.
If he wants to bring your fucking name up, he will. But guess what I did today? I forgot to tell you this. So today I seen there was a message in my inbox, and while we were sitting there smoking, waiting and stuff, I actually got a message that Uni was live on Twitter Spaces talking shit. So I went right the fuck in there.
Really? Did you get up?
Fuck right, I did. I fucking
Why the fuck?
And as soon as I walked in, as soon as I fucking went in there, he like started fumbling on his fucking words and didn't know what the fuck was going on, and started talking about some weird shit. And yeah, like
Queen, why'd you not start off with this? Who fucking cares about Laura? That's more important. Who gives the fuck about Laura? What, did you have this recorded?
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I did fucking record it. Yeah, I did fucking record it. But he fucking was going on. His shit's still on there anyways. But he was fucking just rattling off the fucking head as soon as I walked in. Like as soon as I went.
To it? I haven't heard it.
Yeah, I'll pop it up. I don't know what the fuck so I got the message that he was talking shit, right? And I went in there. He just started talking about some fucking video games, or I don't know what the fuck he was talking about when I walked in there. Some weird shit. But
he probably was talking about Darkest Dungeon, my guess. I was the guess, because that's the new game people are playing. Personally, I find that game fucking boring.
Well, I was gonna say, if you got so much to fucking say, then I'm gonna walk right fucking here and say it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
obviously.
Me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. I guess this kind of defeats everyone's argument that you never click the link to other people's streams, you know?
Oh, what the fuck? I will click a fucking link quick.
I've seen you click a link when there's like 10 people watching. You'll literally jump on any stream, be like, okay, you're talking shit. We're going to have to talk.
Yeah, so he says my response to the Krama Queens. So as soon as somebody sent it to me, I'm like, okay, all right, fuck this. I would jump right the fuck in there. As soon as I jumped in there, he was on there for like, I don't know, maybe 5 more minutes, and then he was off there. I think there was like, I don't know, there was a whole room full of people in there. I snapped a screenshot so I could, you know what I'm saying, definitely say I was in that bitch. Also, for Dolly wanted to talk a bunch of shit, I got a screenshot of that motherfucker subbed up to my fucking channel, so we know you, Dolly.
Welcome to the Hive.
Shit talking like that. Anyways, this is his Twitter space bullshit right here because he won't come on YouTube for some reason.
Thoughts here and
okay.
Get a nice.
So this is where I walk in. He's talking about, let me collect my thoughts. Let me collect my thoughts.
Little stream together for tonight. Don't bet on it completely.
Okay, he's going to do a stream tonight, supposedly.
Like what time I get in.
But don't bet on it completely because he may not.
Depending. That's just kind of a given. Right?
He doesn't say shit to me, and I don't know how the fuck to get on there to respond to him or say shit, so I don't know how the fuck to add myself to his stream or whatever. You can just pop in there, but I know he's seen my fucking icon pop up. You want to listen to all of it?
If you want to come
yeah, I want to listen to you jump up.
Look,
hang out with the peeps.
He said if you want to come to my chat to ask me questions and stuff, that
you're more than welcome to. Everything's the same as it was weeks ago. Though, I unlike some other creators out there, will not tolerate people, quote unquote, attacking, and I mean, you know, directly. I don't mean like, oh, Uni's just going to ban us if we ask him a question or say something he doesn't like. Not true. I didn't do that on the Kick stream, and I'm not going to do it when you come in. The whole point is so that people can talk to me,
but you won't answer their direct questions. That's the problem. Yeah, she said, hold on, I was disappointed to hear Cherie went back to uni. Yeah, she tried to add me on Twitter when I said, hey, aren't you one of uni's people? You know what I'm saying? Aren't you one of No, that ain't me. That ain't me at all. Okay.
I'm not gonna play games with these other creators that
well, yeah, because you lied. I mean, that's simple as that.
Example. I responded very succinctly to something nonsense it said about me. It was her first criticism, right? I was very succinct with it. I was very direct.
Does anybody remember him being direct to nonsense at all? I don't. I didn't. Maybe I missed it.
I'll wait.
Yeah. Now he's countersuing. That was my biggest reason for clicking.
I'll be damned if another creator who is very doxy, so EKC, you got to get that shit under control, okay?
When did EKC dox him, like recently?
I think she read the complaint and it might have had his name in it. I'm not sure if it was redacted, the name.
Maybe that's what it is.
Seriously. Yeah. Y'all act like sometimes, this is a criticism, don't get mad at me. Y'all act like EKC, some of your friends, scorned lovers because you want to just you want to know everything about somebody, right? Regardless what they put out, you want to know everything. And
well, yeah, because you fucking lie, Uni. That's the problem. We can't fucking trust what you say now. So yeah, everybody has to find out for themselves and find out what the fuck's going on. This is the thing. I wish there was a way for me to hop on there and fucking talk to him. Because I know he ain't going to fucking come up on here. I know he ain't going to answer questions on his own shit. He barely comes on YouTube right now. He ain't even been back on here. He goes on that fucking Kick shit and Twitter because he knows fucking people don't have Kick. And a lot of people don't know when he's on fucking Twitter. So
you'll have to develop that skill if you're going to be on YouTube.
He had like 26 fucking people in there or something.
Bro, on YouTube, develop the skill of respecting people and respecting their privacy and shit. Oh, for people that say I've doxed somebody or threatened somebody, they're lying. It's as simple as that. I don't even have to go any further. Bullshit. Let's see here.
I don't know if he doxed anybody or whatever, but I know he shared JLR's bullshit dox of me. I know that. And I went in his fucking chat that night. I tried to play it cool. I tried to be cool because, like I said, Navy text when I went to him and asked him what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah, kind of doesn't help this talk about like stopping a dox by talking about dox and showing the dox on your live stream. You know, you could have taken like 20 minutes to redact shit. That's for sure.
Oh, nonsense thing. Back to that. I got off
Back
on
to the
EKC because EKC is
thing.
the one who made a
like we're talking
video
circles.
that wasn't hateful towards me for the first time ever. Like, wow, crazy. I know people are gonna say, Uni, you're giving her content. Again, I don't control what content other people do. I encourage content. What I do try to encourage is content where people don't lie or
right. That's real rich coming from somebody who just fucking lied his ass off.
Shit. But anyway, where was I here? Dun 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 dun.
Holy fuck.
Mushrooms down. Okay. EKC, nonsense.
Yeah, like he just babbles off. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting there like, are you fucking serious right now? Really?
Like, you're being sued. Take this a little bit seriously. like my ass would be to an attorney right now. I would be radio silent. I would not be doing fucking Twitter spaces and Kick spaces. I'd have my lawyer be like, what? Am I in trouble? Am I in trouble? And I'll probably try to talk. I mean, maybe I'll talk to the lawyer and be like, listen, can we work it out with this fucking JLR? Take down these videos, maybe. Or did I overstep? Do I have to take them down? If not, you know what I mean? Like, but he's like on Twitter with 28 people saying he doesn't have enough time. It's like, bro, optimize your time. You're being sued for $25,000.
Oh, is that what I was going to say? Do you know how much it's for or what?
Yeah, it says 25,000 or maybe more, but it could be like I saw the figure of $25,000. So, like,
I'm cracking up. This fucking person or whatever comes in, they say, I was never here.
Yeah.
Then why come in here? What are you coming in here for? If he's
it's a long troll.
Yeah, right. It's like It's a long troll because they're here every single time.
Just once a stream. That's pretty much the long troll. I gotta respect the dedication of the troll.
I know, right?
Definitely.
Oh shit! I just flipped this back on. Look, why we got fucking 5 messages for in the back to Boston's here. Back chat here. We got Peengate. Fuck yeah. QB gangster. Collect your thoughts, Uni, and flush them down your toilet. He'd be having a whole conversation back here by himself.
Yeah, I don't even notice it. He just talks to himself. He just fucking we're just here just talking.
Oh, get me heated. Oh,
I was fucking cracking up. What the fuck? I wasn't even over here on this page.
Oh, look, it says, hey, I encourage content. When people
I come back here and you're in the back going off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would distance myself from YouTube if I was being sued for $25,000. I would definitely, my first thing, if I got a cease and desist, I would probably have, the first thing I would have done is go radio silent, show it to my attorney, and then show him like what would be the content that I would be like, would I be possibly sued for this? And a lawyer would say, you should probably delete these videos because it's going to cost you more to defend these cases because you're only going to make maybe $10 on each of these videos. And you might have went a little overboard. Or the lawyer might tell you, well, you could fight it. or whatever, and this is how you're gonna fight it. But like, you know, like it's just ridiculous. I don't know, man.
I mean, did he really just say I encourage content when people tell the truth? Did he really just have the nerve to say that?
Yeah, pretty much. I want to listen to more, Uni. Let's listen to more.
Well, I'll turn it right back on. Look, we fucking. You got something to add, Boston?
Oh, I just turned my camera on.
Right, no, that's what I'm asking. Do you have something to add, or are you just putting it up?
Oh, no, just putting it up.
Okay, all right. Hold on. Minister Surprise says, not me. I'd pull every mainstream media article I could find about his shenanigans and roast the fuck out of. Hold on.
Yeah, and that's not that.
While reading them. Well, yeah, I mean, JLR, shit.
We did that. I've read.
Fucking roast.
I've read his articles. I've also read his complaints, his past complaints, and we laughed. I actually I thought some of them were funny as hell. Like the OJ one was hilarious to me. But you know what? You won't be sued for that because that's the truth.
Yep.
Pretty much. I would just simply be like, I just read what he wrote, and that would be that. And then I would probably be like, okay, maybe I'll do it.
There he
Look,
is.
this was my face when they said Uni's on Twitter Spaces and it says Queen and his crama. Oh, really? A pop back. Really? Well, let me go fucking join it then.
Oh, shit. You got 10 memberships.
I got a screenshot of somebody that said, I want to know who's telling Queen B. I want to know who's sending Queen B these screenshots because she even used the word nuke.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
I said, oh, shit.
Yeah, we all got him.
Me up.
You got 10 memberships from Last Breadstick.
Oh, thank you, Last Breadstick, for supporting the Hive.
It's an interesting name.
We went and clip this with this on here.
Did you see Heels has me clipped towards the end? Oh,
yes, that's on her video. I was cracking up.
Oh my God.
That is it. Yeah, I was gonna say
we need to make me and Boston need to write up a song script where we both sing certain parts of the Oompa Loompa song while that's in the background. That would be the new song track.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, Heel's video was good, wasn't it? She did a good job on it. Then today I popped in. Crime and Fashion was live. She had a couple people come up on panel.
Yeah,
I think Heels went up on her panel too.
Yeah, I was on there confronting Steve McRae myself.
Oh, was you?
Yeah,
I was gonna say Nonsense was up there. I got to listen to her for a few minutes, but
yeah, he also did the Dolls too, independent. Yep. What's this? The best.
What'd you say, Menace here? Even the C&D was content worthy. Listening to EKC read that right.
He could have.
Shit.
Bro, I mean, he could have easily turned that cease and desist into content.
Exactly.
Bro, everyone knew that.
It was be honest. Fuck. I mean, he could have talked about that shit for fucking days because he talks for hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he had it too with him. He would have been like, "Oh, fuck you, Jay." You know what I mean? Instead, he wanted to do what he did.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people are sitting here are bro, why did you do that, man? You didn't have to do it. You kind of fucked up. And now you literally lied on a recording about JLR, and he might have some legitimate claims. Personally, I think he just shotgunned everything in that complaint, and I think he has some problems. But just from my interactions with Lady Justice, but we'll see. We will see. Personally, I hope. I mean, listen, I actually, as much as I was about to say, as much as I have some issues with Uni, I definitely do not want him to lose a lawsuit. Personally, I'd rather him not lose the lawsuit. Let's be honest. I hope this is just a fraudulent bullshit and it just gets nicked and he just fucking, that's pretty much it. That's the truth. I really do. I don't want JLR to get a dime, but that's just because I don't like JLR. That's the truth. But I am going to joke about it because you kind of put yourself into a stupid position because you didn't think, and you're, you know,
Right.
and hopefully this is like a teachable lesson to you to fucking be more careful with what you say. Because the people you go after, like JLR, they are ruthless people, and they can definitely, they're smart. They can be really smart. So,
Recappy, what do you get when you guzzle down sweets?
oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't really even listen to his shit on here very often. Like you know what I'm saying? I really don't. But somebody sent me that, and I'm like, oh no.
All right, let's try another song. Da dee doo. What will Betty do when she reads the complaint? Da dee doo.
You
She
gotta-
might.
You gotta rhyme it.
She might strangle JLR too.
I gotta write my shit down.
Right? Here's the rest of this bullshit.
You know, hook me up. Maybe I'm
Let's
there.
go back.
It makes things tough.
Let's go back here. I'll go back to the back. Here, let's go back to the front.
And I'm not going to speak for myself. Retained my.
Okay, here we go.
The reason was,
There's.
you know, it blows my mind. People will say, people will go
I
out
figured
and
he'd be
say
talking
they're
about the
getting
lawsuit
death
or talking shit about me, which was my main concern for even listening because I thought he was in
all
there.
of,
I thought that post
to the
was.
people involved, like the people out there in the community.
I thought that shit was, you know, directed at me. So when it said Crime Queens or whatever the fuck, I thought the whole when they sent it, I thought the little tweet stream or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyhow, spaces, the Twitter spaces, that's what it is. Space, whatever, I guess.
For some reason, will think
But then he talks like this when I listen.
that other people aren't, even though they are the ones at the heart of the issue, and these other people aren't even at the heart of the issue. But anyway,
did y'all understand that?
Not really.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go that route.
supposedly, as you guys know, someone admitted that they sent death threats from some weird account. And
who admitted
all
it?
I can say, I can't be specific, is people in our community got them too.
I was going to say, because I don't think that Uni wrote those letters. I don't think his wife wrote them either, or girlfriend or whatever. Whatever. I know you guys always correct me when I call him her wife or his wife, but I mean, it is what it is. They're together, so I just say his wife.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I don't think it came from anybody over there.
Yeah.
So, because I don't want to speak for anyone.
Right,
and
Tammy,
I'm
so
not
many
going to
words
speak
without
for
speaking a damn
myself. My
thing.
attorney speaks for me in these kind of matters. So, of course.
Well, now, yeah, you have to
probably
have an attorney now.
that
Shit.
There is a rumor out there that JLR is trying to sue me. And of course,
it's not a rumor.
If that's the case, I wouldn't be able to speak on it. Just so you know, I have already retained my attorney and all that for multiple reasons.
If he doesn't know about the lawsuit and doesn't think that it's real, why would he retain an attorney?
Yeah, lawyer, exactly.
I mean, shit, I'd have waited till I got served first.
And she will be handling any statement that needs to be made and anything that needs to happen while I work. So that will handle a good amount of things, I think, right?
Well,
you can go to Rock a lot. You can watch my video where the first one where I tell you what's going on, where I realize, you know what? These peeps are right. I need to just take this to my attorney first. Because, you know, I told people I was going to file a police report first, all that stuff. And I was talked by the community into going to my attorney first. And, of course, was instructed to shut up. So,
by who?
Everybody knew this. So for people out there that are giving conspiracies about why I haven't, said anything, why I haven't done much content,
why are you on Twitter?
And
what the
probably
fuck
are
is
playing
going
games
on?
for clicks and views, but you'd have to look individually at each one. Why do I say that? it takes time to go see an attorney. You don't just walk in the front door and say,
Yeah, you do. Yeah, the fuck you do.
He is a walking.
You fucking pay your fee too. You know what I'm saying? And I finally got in here and answered my Twitter DMs too. So when me and Chronicles talk, then I'll play her stuff. But I'm not gonna play them until I talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Because we, you know,
It is.
I mean, we're good as far as I know. I just don't want to be playing her content without her permission. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And plus, it hasn't been 24 hours, so you want to give them 24 hours before you play it. That's usually.
Oh yeah, it just came out today then.
Yeah.
Oh well, then yeah, I definitely don't want to do that. I want to make sure she gets her views and you know what I mean, all that stuff too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure she probably won't care tomorrow. Then you know what I mean. Well.
No, I don't think it'll be an issue.
You want to finish listening to this, or you want to shut it off? What you want to do?
Let's hear him like babble some more. I think
he starts fucking. I can't believe he said he doesn't mind if people share, but as long as they don't lie. Well, what the fuck coming from you? Are you serious right now? That's real fucking rich.
it amazes me the childishness of people.
Oh my god.
Really?
Anyway, and of course I'm not
coming from somebody who won't even come back on fucking YouTube and talk to us. Like, what the fuck?
I'm not talking about any lawsuit or anything in particular. I'm just talking generally on. It does take time. I don't know how anyone thinks it doesn't. It's ridiculous.
Well, yeah, lawsuits take a lot of time.
Once you do, there are complications, and I can't go into those. I think you can understand why I'd say that if you're in the know, but if you're not, there's nothing I can do. I'm sorry. Until we make a statement. We, of course, being me and my attorney. As it goes for the lawsuit with JLR, in case you just came in, we are countersuing or counter pursuing, I guess, harassment and, you know, restraining orders and all the stuff I told you about in my initial video. So, in fact, I will refer you to my initial video on Rock a Lot as a source to what I'm doing. I pretty much said it all there.
Oh,
in fact,
I didn't know he did a live there. Did he?
I explained what I was told. I explained what I wanted to do while I'm live and after. My audience, my Discord peeps are telling me where I'm wrong.
Then why would you nuke the whole fucking server? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
But there's nothing in it, and there's nothing, you're not lying, you know what I'm saying, and you're covered and you're good.
And he wanted to nuke that server literally, I would say, within 10 to 20 minutes when Ikise went live about the lawsuit.
Yeah.
But then he says he's retaining an attorney, but he didn't get the lawsuit. He doesn't know if he's being sued for sure.
It's a rumor. Even though we went to the court docket and saw it being filed. It's a rumor.
Yeah, I was going to say, and when you countersue, you have to have fucking money for an attorney to countersue.
Yeah, you're talking about probably if this guy wants, like, there's probably going to be like.
All he needs to do is get the fucker dropped, which JLR, I mean, I'm really surprised he's even doing this, but I sent the paperwork to Real Lady Justice last night when she messaged me with the one that she had. I sent her the final one because she had just the rough draft, I'm guessing, or something.
Yeah. I would love to see these two represent himself.
You'd be. I think JLR might represent. I don't know. I think JLR might represent himself because that thing looked like it had everything. That thing was written by him or someone. It was not written by a lawyer. It looked like because it was too many things that just meshed up together. That Lady Justice pointed out. So I think most likely he's representing himself. It looks like. Or he might later on. But if you're going to countersue, you're probably going to have to pay a retainer fee for that shit. I mean, you're talking about thousands of dollars, like probably $5,000, maybe $10,000 to put down for a retainer fee.
And what would he countersue for? Countersue to I don't really. What would it be? I don't really know.
I don't know what it would be. If his lawyer told him to shut, then why won't he just shut the fuck up? Why does he keep on and on and on about it? Because he's not very smart.
Oh, no way.
I would probably not go on and on and on. Or I would make or I would have like a neat typewritten, note on a community board or like a small video explain the situation. I would probably do
briefly.
that, and that's pretty much it. Or maybe he's getting advice from Laura. And I mentioned your name again, Laura, so.
Oh gosh, that'd be bad advice.
Take Laura's advice. Use the defense that YouTubers lie for money, and it's okay because it's YouTube and anyone can lie about anyone for money on YouTube. That's the perfect defense. If only Alex Jones did that defense, he would not be paying like $100 billion or some ridiculous sum of money.
Oompa loompa doompity doo. Do not take Laura's advice if I were you.
Yeah. This is what happens when people spend too much time on the internet, really. It's like you got Laura who thinks she's smarter than an actual practicing attorney and is giving terrible legal advice on her channel. You got Uni on he's going to be sued for $25,000 or so on a Twitter space with 26 people, going round and round and round, talking to his 26 people. And like he doesn't actually do the the benefits and the cost analysis of like maybe talking to 26 people is not as important as fighting this $25,000 or more lawsuit and losing. Also, it's like Lady Justice pointed out that Uni might not have money. His veteran benefits are protected. And she even gave him good advice. She says, well, you can always put your YouTube and nuke your new YouTube and put your new YouTube in someone else's name.
Yeah, I have some thoughts on that. Maybe he's got 3 channels. Maybe there's some in different names, and that's why certain people got letters. That's just my. Lady J's in the. Asked for a link in the chat.
Oh, okay, Queen, you there? I think Lady.
It should be. Hold on. I was gonna say I put it in the chat. That's how Boston got up here.
Yeah, but it's not linked. So.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
I always click it and just keep it up there.
Yeah, it's in the link. Lady Justice, we're gonna have to talk. We got better legal advice from Laura. She's the greatest legal mind of our generation. Because she tagged in her name that she's a lawyer.
Hey, how is everybody tonight?
Good. What were you doing all day? Were you like sleeping, or because obviously you're a fake lawyer, so all you do is sleep and not actually practice law. Because Laura says.
And on Alicia's channel.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's what he was.
I got a little bit of. I served a side or two of Queen Bee, I think.
Yeah.
Oh shit! That's what. Okay, so I was telling him that you emailed me last night, retracting, what or wanting to, fix what you or was talking about retracting something or whatever, and I'm like, it's okay, you can pop on here or whatever. He said that you had talked on In Bloom, and I said, well, shit, it's kind of hard to, for people who don't go over there to hear her. So hopefully you'll be able to. But I know you're busy too. So hold on one sec. Brianna said if his lawyer told him to shut up, then why won't he just shut the fuck up? Why does he keep going on and on and on about it? Good one. Well, and then here, Cockatiel's dress that I heard about someone who makes candles who is taking clients. She will wait for you at the courthouse. She'll wait on hold with your lawyer.
What do you think of when she said if you're Unique's defense could be if you're on YouTube you just lie to make money, and I'm thinking to myself, and then she brings earlier on about Alex Jones.
I think Uni should take her as a free wannabe lawyer that I don't know if she even graduated from college, but anyone that wants to be a lawyer and represent themselves, and it takes them 10 years and thousands of dollars in family court. She must be super effective.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Can you make candles? Maybe that's why she doesn't respect
Well, I
you.
think those candles exploded. You know, the exploding candles that her BFF Molly Golightly, you know, showed on her live a couple of years back. I think some of that candle wax got more than under her nails. I think she got some in her ears too.
Is
Although
in
Canada,
Blue still in here? Well, we can pull her live if you want. I'm sure she won't care especially if she's in here to tell us it's okay.
Yeah, I mean we can. I just need to find the
Who's live?
in the bloom.
No, I said
In
Alicia,
Bloom.
if it's on Alicia's live, we can go pull it. I'm sure she
Well,
won't
it's
care if she's in here.
yeah, it's a little bit
Yeah, it's like almost 2 hours.
yeah, the biggest thing is
Well, yeah, I wouldn't play no 2 hours of it. Just when you came up there.
no.
Yeah, she was up for 2 hours.
It was
Oh
spicy.
shit. Oh yeah, no. Just give
I
us
up
a
there for
recap real
2
quick.
hours? Yeah, it was spicy. She was playing Laura, which is what made it long. And you know, the bottom line is first and foremost. And Chronicles of the Shady, shout out to her,
Yeah,
I believe, or him. Is it her?
but she condensed it. Chronicles condensed it down to 12 minutes. That's
No,
why.
but she's done
Well,
good.
yeah, but I want her permission. But if she just did it today, then I don't want to take her views.
No, don't take her views, but you can get
You
some
know.
of the spicier side of me. The thing is I had a huge win in court today, and so when I got out, I was like revved up and ready to go.
Rock and rolling.
But yeah, so the big thing is there's been a lot of misinformation that's been floating around for, I think it's been a couple of years now, at least, about JLR and the filing the lawsuits. And Heels was talking about this last night, and it's kind of like what happened for me is I jumped on the panel last night. I didn't have a chance to review the lawsuit or, you know, any of the relevant documents with regard to JLR. It's kind of like having a cardiologist diagnose if you're having a heart attack or not over the phone, right? So I reviewed the documents with regard to JLR and his probation and the terms of him filing lawsuits when he was incarcerated. So when he was in prison, when you're in prison, you can file claims in federal or state court, but you do not have to pay the filing fee. But what he was doing was, with all the garbage claims, is he's just sitting in prison, and he was having a good old time drafting up novels and filing them under, you know, the auspices of a lawsuit and not paying anything. Under the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, Rule 11, you get sanctioned as a lawyer or in pro per if you don't follow the rules and you do these bullshit filings that are frivolous, harassing. They're not, you know, sounded in law or facts, even reasonably. So when you have a prisoner, even though Rule 11 says that you can sanction these filings, the people that are doing these filings from prison, the fact of the matter, just like suing somebody that's uncollectible, you can't really get anything from them. And, you know, nowhere near what the attorney's fees are for the people that are defending this, you know, the crap. So in some states, and Kentucky is one of them, is he was barred from filing lawsuits. I won't say that. He had conditions on filing any further claims. And the conditions were, number one is he would have to pay the filing fee. It's up to $350 now. At the time it was probably $250, and then a jury demand is another, I think it's $150. I don't know. My staff knows what those are, but I know it's $350 now for the filing fee alone without a jury demand. And so he would have to pay those. And then you know, the other conditions were that they couldn't be, basically reaffirming that it couldn't be, once those conditions were met, it couldn't be a frivolous filing again. And so it was the federal judge's attempt to kind of slow the train down with all the filings. So that only applied, and there was an opinion that was issued, and Chronicles has the link posted, and that only applied to when he was incarcerated, when he was in prison. Now,
right,
the probation.
Now, see, I had the order pulled up, the final order. I know that his order for it was
Can
not
I-
the final order. So then, what?
Go
Oh,
ahead.
I was going to play this. My favorite part about the whole In the Bloom thing, where what Laura
Yeah,
said.
I was actually getting ready to post the link so people can go watch it since it's got, you know what I'm saying?
But I have like one little small
Yeah,
part.
play.
Like,
You can. I'm sure she said it was fine. I'm just
yeah,
not
just,
playing.
it's gonna be. It's gonna be like a
play it.
minute. It's gonna be like 2 minutes. But just watch. Listen
Yeah,
to this.
Well, that's
This
what
is-
I said. Tim, it's fine, but I'm just not playing no 2-hour live. That's all.
Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna play. I'm just gonna use my phone to play it. It's just
I'm
like
gonna drop her link. I'm gonna drop her link in the chat so anybody that wants to go watch it here in a little bit or whatever here later, they can.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
no problem. I'm gonna play it right now. It's just this part. It's at 1 hour and 59 minutes and 19 seconds. Let's listen to this. This is Laura's advice to the uni.
The easy out for uni
Oh God!
is that he lied because he's a YouTuber, and that's how you make your money. Uni.
Let me just like play that back a little bit. Let me play that back one more time. One more time. All right. Let me see.
AJ just starts laughing.
Okay. Here. Oh, God damn, it's hard to do with the phone. I could do it like easier with share screen actually if I can, but let me see. The phone with the little buttons.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want to finish about JLR first, or do you want to play
This is about JLR. This is like
No,
this.
saying
Listen.
Lady Justice didn't get to finish talking.
Oh, okay. You can.
So I was asking her, does she want to finish while you were finding it?
So while the way that the probation that he's on right now, which he took a plea, so it's a little bit different. And there's 2 documents that are out there. They're both contained essentially with regard to his probation that he's on right now, the 5-year probation that he's on, the terms and conditions of it. And in that, he can file lawsuits, but it's conditioned on, and the conditions are that, it better be, he's got to pay the filing fees, and it's very clear, which I really liked as part of the plea, is he can't file in local, state, or federal court. So it's very, very broad. It covered all the bases. And, they can't be, same thing, frivolous, vexatious. They've got to be grounded in fact and law, right? And the determination of that would be a judge in an order. If you're filing, those kinds of claims, a judge will make that determination at some point in the litigation. So he can file. Now, what they did is if he violates that condition, he's subject to incarceration. So it's not that he needs to get, which was floating and being bandied all about, YouTube. He can't file at all. He has to have a judge's approval. There's an injunction, all that. That's not the case. So I just want everyone to be clear on that he can.
Hold on. This is his order right here.
Yeah.
The one I think you're the final order from last night.
Yep.
Okay. So this is what they were telling us to read. Was page 2. Let's see here. Where was it?
I think, is it 6 or 8?
That was 2A.
2
2B.
pages.
Special conditions.
Special conditions. There you go.
Let's see here. Okay, you must not, right here, 6. You must not file or attempt to file in any local, state, federal, or foreign court any complaint or other legal document or pleading in the name other than your own, whether it be in the name of a true or fictitious individual, and may only file a computer or complaint or other legal document or pleading in his name, in his own name, if the cause of action is genuine.
Yep. That's not just a complaint. That would be a restraining order. It covers any kind of a proceeding. And the condition is it's got to be in his own name, and it can't be, BS and found to be BS. And if it is, I don't think it says it there, but in his plea agreement, it's the same language that, you know, it mirrors this language, except I think that it says something about, you know, as a condition of, you know, a term of the probation, if he violates, he will be subject to incarceration and fees and fine if or fees and community service, Queen, something like that, if requested by the uh, federal district attorney.
Right.
So that's, you know, that was a lot. There was a lot of confusion, and when I was kind of confused last night with what was going on, it was because there's so many different versions of what was happening, and this is the first time that I like actually last night, you know, pulled the documents and looked at them and, you know, gave it the weight that it was worth. Now, as it relates to the filing is, in my opinion, again, and I was pretty clear, I wouldn't handle a case like this. And, you know, even if you paid me my going hourly rate without a discount, I wouldn't handle it because first, you know, on the merits end of it, it's kind of petty and it's easily resolved by just taking the stuff down, whether it's the plaintiff or the defendant that I would be looking at representing. But, you know, Uni's uncollectible. So what's the point is he doesn't own, you know, you could levy on anything that he owns, and garnish them, but he doesn't have wages that you can garnish. His VA check you can't garnish. His YouTube channel, if he had a judgment, he would get it in somebody else's name, and that assumes that it's in his name right now. Now, the pleadings that have been filed is the state court judge, depending on who it is. And I know, you know, in many of the jurisdictions in which I practice, a judge may say, like, hey, you're representing yourself, but you're still required to follow the rules and the rules of pleading a cause of action. And novel isn't the way that you do it. So when you look at the docket statement, which was pulled up yesterday, in a shortened version, one of the tabs, which you don't want to show because it would dox addresses, has listed as defendants Unirock, his legal name, and his mother's legal name and his father's legal name. So when he went and he filed that summons that's issued with the complaint that makes you have to answer in court, that had those names on it, or they would not be in the court docket registry. So what I don't see is that was pled, although he pled his claim of defamation, the slanderous statements, and that he pled that with the specificity that's required. He didn't really plead causes of action or jurisdictionally pull in the mom and dad, like your first parts of a complaint is establishing I'm JLR, I'm the plaintiff. JLR Investigates is my business and it's owned and incorporated in such and such state. Then you do Uni, and then you would state what the jurisdiction is of his mom. You know, this is Uni's mom who lives in this state, and this is his dad that lives in this state, and it arose in this state, right? But then in the pleading, in the allegations that follow, you have to say, so was it Uni owns so John Doe owns Unirock and operates this channel on which this stuff happened, right? Or is it the mom that owns it or the dad?
Yes,
I
that's
don't
what I was
see
thinking.
what pulls the mom or the dad in at all. So he could be, if the mom or dad doesn't own the channel, then he could, be getting himself treading on thin ice. However, he can amend his complaint. He could have amended his complaint to add them. He can also amend his complaint to add specific allegations once discovery happens. So he's not quite there yet. A statement was read by, is it EKC? Read a statement that JLR's brand manager put out, and it was a little bit saucy in terms of, well, I'm going to sue, since he wants to bring his mom up, I'm going to add what he's saying that I did to his mom. And since Rach or whatever wants to do it, I'm going to go against her too. And it got a little bit to looking like the complaint
Oh,
by
it says
doing
video
videos was
removed.
harassing.
Hold on. Hold on. It says video removed. What do you mean? She said Queen Bee video was removed. Whose chat did he shut down? You talking about our videos removed? What do you mean? Because it's
We're
still
good.
playing on my screen.
Yeah, we're good.
What are you talking about? What's taken down?
Well, probably. Let me just. Yeah, usually you have to start with a noun, guys, when you say video.
Yeah, what do you mean? She said Queen Bee video was removed. I thought she was talking about ours. Like, what the hell happened? Because last time that we stayed live up here.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Oh, okay. Hold on. She said
Maybe
JLR's video was removed from Uni's channel. Sorry. Okay, I thought you was talking about our
Oh,
video got
good.
removed, like for a guideline. You know what I mean? Like I was like, what the hell?
Way to scare the shit out of Queen. Like, oh, what the fuck?
Well, I guess it's a good time for a commercial break, like I did last night. Maybe I should do a shout out to Laura, since I know you never listened to Queen.
Right.
But you'd be listening right now, girl. How are ya, Laura? So anyways, so I think JLR, like, or somebody, whoever was speaking on his behalf, if I was the attorney, I'd advise them to like rein it in a little bit, because it was getting the statement was kind of saying, well, since you want to be a jerk, I'm going to be a jerk and I'm going to put you all in. But there's no like legal basis. You can amend your complaint to say that Uni is kind of disparaging or causing shade to be kind of put on his JLR's reputation, because he said that he sent a letter that harassed his mom and caused her to, feel like she needed to load her pew, but the bottom line is I believe that on its face that he has pled a case, that on its face right now, it could be dismissed. I think he's got enough there to, survive on the pleadings. And then the next part of it is factual. Is it gonna, survive on the facts? And Laura, who says you only need two things for a defamation claim, it's, what was it? Something really ridiculous. It's either, she says it's, oh God, I can't remember. It's this or damages. And it's like, no, you need more than two things for a defamation claim. And one of it is you are, the standard isn't, Laura, saying the most outrageous, outlandish thing that you could possibly think of to sustain a defamation claim. No, all it takes is a false statement about somebody. That's it. A false statement. And depending on the false statement, if it's, accusing somebody of a crime or of, things that involve moral turpitude, venereal disease, AIDS, calling you a pedophile, those types of things. There's certain kinds of, accusing you of extramarital affairs. Those kinds of things, in addition to crimes, will get you a defamation per se, which I said last night, and I'll say again, you do not have to prove damages. That's a question for the jury. So, but I think that probably the best, thing that I would like to see come out of this is, I really think that Laura should represent Uni and go into court and say, Judge, you don't understand. Like we do YouTube, Judge. You don't understand. Like,
yeah, let's play exactly what she says.
We just lie.
Yeah, let's just look.
You got it queued up?
But I'm telling you, the easy out for Uni is that he lied because he's a YouTuber, and that's how you make your money. Uni just needs to take everything down. That's the thing.
That's exactly from Perplex QT.
Genius.
That's
Genius.
Exhibit A. Why, she really was her own lawyer, and she could be a lawyer because she dressed the part and acted the part, and that's why for 10 years she was fighting. Because if you had competent counsel that understood the laws and the rules and relationships and the judge, you really only go in a few times and you're doing business, not bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, it's too bad that didn't work for Alex Jones. Alex Jones could have used that defense.
Oh yeah.
Well, because he was a YouTuber when he was lying about, all the shit he was doing, then he got sued for. So if only he just said, I'm a YouTuber and we just lie to make money.
Yeah.
And he would have been
like Fox News and the, Dominion and the voting machines and, the election stuff.
Yeah, they have a YouTube channel
You
too.
can just make that shit up. And
Holy
I don't know,
shit.
it
We
didn't
can all
cost them but almost $1 billion, huh?
Yeah, we can all lie about each other because we have YouTube channels. We're all clear, guys. We don't have to worry about defamation suits.
Tim's really a bee, so.
So yeah, I thought it was kind of, I just don't understand like why you would go on and say such ridiculous things. And then a couple of people, what is it? Somebody like law lover or love of the law or something. Somebody got on there and said something, and she kind of called her out on something, and she did her usual, get the hell out of here, blocked them, and don't let the, door hit you in the ass on your way out. And it's like, she's just ignorant. She is so ignorant. And I think what the comical thing is she always says she doesn't watch, but she damn well watched. Like, Queen, she's watching you all the time.
Yeah.
So jealous. It's ridiculous.
And it's like the problem is, and this is gonna be advice to Laura. The reason why your channel has issues with growing and having people watch you is because you don't actually create. You keep on claiming that you create your own content and shit. You don't. You don't really do anything besides copying people.
There's
and it gets
reason she goes live at 2 a.m. every night.
Yeah, you're copying people. That's it.
But isn't it kind of like uni in some respects? Because there's so many times that she doesn't understand the facts, but she, will spout her, trout mouth on it. She didn't know about Betty and the PayPal and sending the money, and she doesn't know stuff. And those weren't pivotal facts to what was happening, but she doesn't even know what's going on half the time or have a mastery of the facts. And then she'll, shoot off her shit.
Yeah, like I watched the EKC stream. I watched it, and then when she was reading through the paperwork, I watched streams, particularly that has that, and then and I look through them and stuff like that. She doesn't do that. Like, and she just really doesn't. I don't know what the hell she does, but that's why you have issues. Like, I give you an example, EKC. Obviously, nonsense. I'm not an EKC fan, but what did she do? She went up. She called up JLR. She got content. She did something different that no one else was thinking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Think outside the box, ma'am.
People don't like JLR, and she put JLR's, Social Blade page up and claiming, he can't show any damages. He can't show this. He can't show that. He can't whatever. Well, I can look at everything you can look at, Laura. And I'm an attorney that I've made a damn good living and supported myself and my children without any kind of handouts. And I don't know. I would say I don't know what they're going to present at the time of trial. As far as, damages, she's looking at Social Blade and saying, well, his views went up and his, this went up and his membership and whatever. And he's gone up as a result of it. Well, you know what? You know what the dumb bitch didn't do? How about you click on what the video is and see if the views are related to JLR using this whole situation for content? If he's not using this situation for content and it's just his regular content, maybe it was, locating a missing person and there's a whole lot of people watching his live. I mean, the content matters, Laura. Like, what the hell? Are you that ignorant?
And meanwhile, she says
well,
that
this is the same
wrong and whatnot, but she's going off Social Blade.
Yeah. Well, this is the same person that gave advice that Ryan Upchurch can't be sued because no one lost income for his defamation.
And that was I didn't even tune into anything but the top lines of that because that was so off the walls. I couldn't listen to it.
Yeah, and the only reason why he never got to is because number one, grieving parents. Number two, people just didn't have the money to sue a multimillionaire. But it was clear lines of defamation that he was just sprouting lies about people, calling them like child sex traffickers and stuff like that. Just crazy shit, man. Yeah. Crazy shit.
Yeah, so she said, Laura, in the end of her know-it-all, calling me a fake lawyer, and the rest of it, she said something that I thought was really interesting. And she says it in a couple places in her stream, but particularly at the end, she says that It's definitely, it's not a frivolous, lawsuit, but it's not a defamation claim. Well, which is it? Because if it's not frivolous, it means it has merit, which means there's a basis in fact or law.
You're using logic,
basically, right?
Yeah, but that is part of, the law. I said you can look on YouTube. I could look on YouTube. Let's say I have something going on with my car, something's leaking under it, and I can go and I can Google and I can think I'm doing it right. But if I don't understand how all the component parts, fit in, and, I mean, it's not a very good example, but the complexity of it and all the little pieces and how they come together and how the logic and reasoning goes in and how you have to weigh who's on the other side of the case, who's the other attorney, who's the judge. You look at all those things. What's the collectability of the defendant? What's the downside? You look at all those things along with the statute when you're making decisions as, an attorney, just like I want to say it in this way, but just like an auto mechanic has to know a whole lot of things and where it fits in and what's relevant and what's not. So, I guess I could take it to candles. Let's say I'm, making candles and I don't know that a dollar store, dollar vessel isn't made for the heat that is needed and the temperature that's needed for it not to explode when I put wax in it. I mean, you got to know that it's not, sometimes things aren't as easy. A good lawyer is going to make things look easy. A good mechanic's going to make things, look easy. An artist is going to make, things look easy. So it's not always what it looks like, but Jesus, Laura, I mean, you could at least ask Siri about some of these things.
I mean, that would be too easy for her.
But that thing about, the two things that got me the most was you got to say something. It was like, she didn't use the word outlandish, but it's got to be like really outrageous and, really ridiculously wild and to be defamation. And, she also doesn't know another factor is, are they a public figure or are they a private? Which standard applies? And it's not what I think it is. It's what the facts are going to show and what the judge decides with the law. I mean, so those are all variables that you don't know what the answers are going to be till you get the car, till you get it driving down the road.
Yeah, and you said something about how him being a public, like him claiming that he's a public figure actually works against him a little bit. Like, like if he was just like, because he's claiming that he's like this media, this media person, and it might work against him in this defamation lawsuit because there's different, I guess.
And the states aren't even authoritative on it yet. And just because you're on YouTube doesn't, quote unquote, all these millions of channels, it makes you media. No, that's not the way it works. And it's a state by state and it's court by court, judge by judge, kind of determinations that are consistent with the law.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I just couldn't believe that she actually thought it was a smart idea to just like.
It's an easy answer. It's simple. Let me just tell you, I listened to these people blab for hours. And, I think it's a fake lawyer, but, I'm so smart. All you got to do is go say, hey, judge, I was dying laughing. Well, you got to go in and it's YouTube. We got to do this stuff. We lie for, clicks and views. This is how we make money.
Yeah, the best
and the judge is going to say, okay, that sounds grand. And case dismissed. Yeah, right.
Yeah, no judge is going to be like, okay.
For years, Laura.
Then.
Huh?
You said no judge is going to be like, okay, all right. You lied. It's okay. Let's toss it out.
You admitted to all the claims and the allegation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to do a directed
You're
verdict
just a
for the
YouTuber.
plaintiff.
YouTubers lie.
Yeah. Do with some requests to admit and have them admit to that, and then just ask for a directed verdict and JLR wins.
It's an easy out for JLR. Maybe they just meant that way.
Well, I have to say, even JLR's laughing at that shit.
Yeah, everyone laughs at Laura. Everyone laughs at her.
So what else is going on, guys?
You know, I've seen a little bit of that Crime and Fashion. I think that Steve guy jumped on us a little bit of that. It was a little bit of a shit show. He basically was
He's
talking
got it
about
out for nonsense. He does not like nonsense at all.
holy fuck. Well, I didn't like it, though. I was like only tuned in a little bit. But what I didn't like is like he did these cop outs. Like he would say like, well, you know, kind of like speaking matter of facts about Molly Golightly. But then when he was confronted about facts about Molly Golightly, he says, well, I don't really watch Molly Golightly. It's like, okay, you can't speak matter of facts about someone and like it's and then just say I don't watch them when you're confronted with it. Like you can't do that. Like Molly Golightly is a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Just how it is.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't like when he was on Queen's panel. You know, no disrespect, but it goes so deep in so many different directions with players that I don't know. I didn't really follow it. And it's kind of like when Avery jumped up, like you can tell that, or when Lori even would jump up on Queens, you know, like that they have an agenda and it's to attack one person, and
yeah,
it's too much.
Yeah, I mean, like really, realistically, like he uses like I feel like he uses the whole thing where he wants to talk about like people invite him to talk about uni, and really, there's not much to talk about because he already said everything about uni before. But then he jumps about other subjects, and it's like, okay, can you like just talk about the subject at hand, or are you going to talk about everything else? And it gets to the point because the problem is you're mentioning all these names, you're mentioning all these people, and a lot of people have no clue about these people. They only know uni, and it's like, okay, you know what I mean. Also, we can't fact check you about what you're saying about these people. We have to fact check you afterwards, and it's like and you could be spreading a bunch of shit about them. I mean, I don't know if I just don't know. Don't trust people I don't trust anyone when it comes to just jumping on the panel and start talking about some random people on the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just saying.
Yeah, I think
Uni rock.
Like you can call people out. I saw a couple things going on in a couple different parts of YouTube today with, and it goes kind of to uni too, is like calling something a fraud raiser and, doing that, and all these fraud raisers is, he's on a slippery slope with that and the way that he does his terms and saying that, well, these are facts. I mean, he always says that they're facts and we're going to give this to the lawyers and we're going to get it shut down and whatever. All of that commentary isn't opinion. He's not saying, in my opinion, he's representing it as factual. And you're saying, it's fraud and a fraud raiser. And, I mean, besides his bullshit puffery, pounding on his chest that he was going to get MGL taken down and all his connections with the YouTube lawyers. But if you look at the content of a lot of the stuff that he says, it's straight up defamation.
Well, he claimed that he's going to sue Laura. He did.
I don't
Spoiler
know.
alert.
I think
he said he was going to sue Laura and Molly and whatever.
Yeah.
He said he was going to get a lawyer and sue them, and remember all that craziness.
Yeah, but I don't know any court in the United States that accepts Red Bulls as a filing fee. I'm not sure how that works.
maybe the county clerk would need some Red Bulls after the long hours they work. I don't know. I think it's just I think his problem is that he clickbaits a lot, and it makes a good title when you say fraud raiser, and he basically just clickbaits and it gets him into trouble. It's like YouTube logic does not translate well to legal.
Well, the other part of it is what I noticed with his channel, and I noticed with Laura's, and maybe it's like this and maybe it's just my perception, but Uni would always take whatever was the fire, whatever the coals in the fire were that were the hottest, and he would try to pull off that same vibe. And so Queen, he was watching you a lot and reproducing what you were doing. Before that, it was, apparently it was nonsense. So I think that, and Laura does the same thing. She'll get up and then but she doesn't have the facts or the research, just like Uni. They don't do their own work. They just get on and they spew.
So I'm not going to be a Uni fam defender, but I would say Uni at least had the videos up and actually commented about the videos. Laura literally tries to go by memory, and it's just
That's
like,
true. That there is a distinct difference on that, but
yeah,
shit, I mean, we saw what happens when he plays some of those videos. There's so much garbage in between, every 10 seconds or whatever he plays, in so many side streets and back alleys that you can't even watch the videos in context.
yeah, because the problem is that you're kind of like, you get lost of what the point is, kind of like a deal. Oh,
Yeah, which no
yeah.
disrespect and no shade, but I kind of will say, not pointing anyone out in general, and nobody that's on this panel or that I've heard on this channel, but I've noticed that there seems to be a lot of creators, quite a few creators that have some ADHD going on that could use some medication to stay on their train of thought, and I mean that in a medical kind of way, like they're all over the board even mid-sentence, with distractions and stuff. And I understand it can be hard to be on a panel, but I'm saying, damn, like, get it. I can't even follow you. You're bouncing off the walls.
It's okay. We're talking about Ellie, right? Ellie.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm joking. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
I'm talking about a couple creators that I've listened to, and when I listen to the type of stuff that I do, where I'm listening to lawyers or educational stuff, it's obviously it's not like that. And when I listen to somebody just for entertainment value, and I can't even follow their train of thought, it's like, okay, I'm going to turn the next page or hit the next channel, click the next channel type thing.
Yeah, I mean that's a recurring issue with some people. They just don't stick to the subject. Also, it's just like, sometimes they just. Yeah, I agree. Some of them do it, but I don't. The ones I usually watch don't do it too. Like I don't. The ones I usually watch don't do it. They usually stick to the subject. But maybe there's some that might do it. But I haven't seen from the ones I watch from.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yes.
So did you guys touch on what was going on with Avery and the white boy lockdown?
I saw a little bit of that stream. Apparently, she what is it? She lied about the whole relationship with the guy.
Court TV, yeah. But I didn't understand, and I didn't have time to dive into it because after I got off of Alicia's panel, I went back to work on some stuff. I didn't understand like what was happening, but it sounds like she went in and like was doxing white boy's address, and
yeah, that's what I heard.
Called his probation officer and said he was doing stuff that would have got him a charge.
I didn't hear about the probation officer part, but I did hear about the doxing part a little bit there. I was catching like the tail end because I was working. Yeah. Also, I was catching up to a lot of live streams, and I caught the tail end of that because it was recommended by Burnt Toast, and I was like, why would Burnt Toast recommend?
Yeah, he must be. He's one that I will say that I say like he goes kind of all over the board. So I couldn't follow. I tried to follow what he was saying about the probation officer and her calling.
Yeah, you would think you would just stick to like a timeline of events and then proceed to talk about that. But yeah, I mean, that's crazy. That's absolutely nuts. But it's kind of what's even crazier after all the shit she did to him, that she goes to his channel and pretends to be friends with him.
That was hilarious. I can't believe like when he had her come up and then said, "Get the fuck out of here."
Yeah, it's like you forgot about all the shit you did to this guy. Like, ma'am, maybe you should like have a I don't know, a whiteboard of people you fuck over and then just cross them out to avoid them. She claimed
the thing is do you want a candlestick maker, for a lawyer, or do you want a jailhouse lawyer? I'll take a jailhouse lawyer any day of the week. And like, I wouldn't F around with somebody that served time. They are very, very smart and skilled, and their skills are refined.
Wait a minute. Did she really? Because I heard that part. She claimed her JLR stalked her billionaire uncle in the 1990s too. I heard that. I was like, what? Yeah, at first I was like, because he is kind of all over the place. And I heard that part. I was like, is this for real? First off, if you have a billionaire uncle, why the fuck are you on YouTube? Like, honestly, you can make your own TV show at that point. Like, what? Billionaire uncle? Like, I would not. I mean, let's be real. Like, first off, I wouldn't be working if I had $1 billion. I would do hobbies, but definitely not work. But like, what the fuck? Lots of time to think about. Yeah. Holy fuck, man. But I was just shocked that Burnt Toast recommended White Boy Lockdown. I was like, what? Why the fuck? I read her message. I was like, what the
because
fuck?
I think there was like in the little bit that I listened to, like maybe 5 minutes of his Noelle, like his wife, what is it? Something damaged goods or whatever. But I was listening to her and then White Boy was jumping in, but it was kind of like, who got you more pissed, Avery? Was it Toasty or was it me? Like, what are your panties in a bunch and doing all this crazy shit for? Was it Toasty that did it or was it me? So kind of like White Boy's on the same side, just like the night that Avery, he had Avery come up on his channel. He's like, man, like put on your big girl panties, Avery, and get on panel with Burnt Toast and, answer to some of this shit. I thought it was kind of funny, truthfully.
It is funny. I mean, Avery's just a mess, but I mean, I don't know what the hell. I don't know, man.
So you didn't get out of it if he got in trouble with his probation officer?
What?
If White Boy got in trouble with the police or something? Because I think he's awaiting charges right now or in the process. She called somebody in the legal system to get him a charge and to get him in trouble.
Yeah.
But how can she get him in trouble if he's not doing shit wrong? See what I mean?
Well, if you call and
and why are they entertaining her fucking crazy ass bullshit anyways? I guess I don't really understand that.
I think he was saying something about that she was saying that he was out drinking and doing this and that and whatever.
If she's been fucking with them, I don't know why they keep fucking with her. You know what I'm saying? If she's like that, why keep fucking with her? You know what I'm saying?
Two reasons. Kick a dog when it's down, and also views.
Okay, yeah, no. White Boy did that shit for attention. He had her up there and then it was so stupid.
You didn't laugh at that? I thought it was funny.
No, because I don't appreciate much about that guy at all, dude. I just don't. He lies too, though, so I want to know what kind of receipts he has that she called his PO.
Right.
He lies too.
There was there's text messages he was showing. It was during Damaged Goods with No Regret was the channel.
That's his girlfriend.
That's his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't believe nothing he said because, liars, lying on a liar is really easy to do, and he tends to lie sometimes. So
here's the link to the stream, Cappy, if you want to look at it for your own situation.
Well, at some point it's like, receipts or it didn't happen, but they're down a deep rabbit hole of real life there is what I got out of it. And I just
but just you see receipts. Look how many people fucking lie. Look at the shit with Uni. I'm not believing a damn thing until I see fucking receipts.
I think they basically put
he went through the same shit. He tried to go on Natasha's panel and told Natasha Cooper that Molly was paying him to take her channel down. Then he went over on another channel and was talking shit about Betty being, where he was in Florida with them at Gabby Petito's bullshit. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah. Lied and said he never sold 1488 merch, but a bitch got the receipts.
Oh shit!
So there's that,
And then Burnt Toast lit his ass up. He's like, "Oh, why didn't I? Nobody else stuck up to Burnt Toast. You didn't stick up to her either. You jumped up there and then all of a sudden had trouble with your internet and didn't say shit."
He did the same thing with the glare. The glare,
exactly.
He went up against the glare and he fucking dropped down too.
Then he got up and fucking got tough with somebody like Avery, who's already fucking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not even fair. It's not even a fair fight. It's, you know, like
It was very attention seeky because she is like not a popular person right now, and he thought like, oh well, here's my opportunity to appeal to a good majority of the community. That's like he does that kind of shit all the time. That's why I didn't appreciate it. I was just like, oh, okay.
I'll see, and I don't really watch. I don't really, watch him, and he doesn't pop up
Right.
on my radar. I don't watch enough to know, but I know who he is, and I remember when that whole trip to Tennessee was going down, and he had the shit going on with BK.
Well, yeah,
that's
but
about
keep
all
in
I know.
mind. Remember when they Molly, Mallory, and the Betty and them, they all went for that meet and greet, and White Boy and his wife went to go meet them supposedly at the bar
Oh,
to
yeah.
Molly, but then live streamed it and told everybody, so everybody knew he was there. Then he got pissed off when they called the bar and
right. And then said,
why would you even say shit if you was one to run up on them? Why the fuck would you be live streaming it and telling anybody that you're even there? You did.
And he's done time in prison. He knows better. He knows better than to self snitch. He did it. He knew it was going to happen. He didn't.
Right.
His wife had no plans on fighting nobody. And then he
It's
goes
like walking up
around
and
saying,
sucker punching somebody with the police standing right fucking there.
self snitch. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I followed him in the prison community too, and like him and his buddy, this guy Viking Fitness, he got his channel terminated. He's got another channel now though. Used to like set up these fights that would never happen and get a bunch of PayPals to get these fights to happen. It happened twice, and then fights never happened.
I don't get that. I don't. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, he's different in the prison community, but like, I think it's hysterical watching some of these, guys that are in their 50s and, or even beyond 40, mid 40s, mid to mid 50s, and they're like acting like high school or teenage boys. Like, let's go, come on, roll up on me, I'll fight.
Well, not only that, he just
and they have
entertained
families.
Jimmy Con. He just had Jimmy Con on his panel to go after Doug and show pictures of Doug's peen. Like, you two grown fucking men are fucking slobbering over Doug's peen. Are you serious right fucking now?
Two grown men that are well into their 40s, like their mid 40s.
Yeah, it's like, isn't that's like high school playground, or middle school?
Yeah, I don't think I would be like, that's kind of weird
That's
to
why
have
we don't
two
be
grown.
promoting to them fucking channels over here. I don't even like bringing them motherfucking channels up because fuck all that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to have two full-grown men look at another man's penis unalive.
And not only that, so showing it to everybody and laughing and teeing and giggling, and I mean, come on, man.
Is this Lady Justice up here?
Yes.
Yeah, you know what, Lady Justice? Like, he came up here one day, right? And he was super mad because he knows I followed him from I subscribed to him, like, when he first started his channel. And him talking about tagging people for views is silly because how he started his channel was he tagged 1090J, who was an up-and-coming back then and who is a huge YouTuber now, right?
Yeah.
And said he wanted to fight him. And then, so I followed him way back then. So he comes up here and he's like, this woman has stalked me. And I'm like, okay, subscribing is stalking, whatever, dude. The thing with me is that I saw him in the prison community, like, brag about having his stripes and being part of a white supremacist organization before prison. And then when he came over to true crime, he wanted to appeal to, like, housewives and, like, non-crime committing community type people, right? And so he fucking nuked, if we're gonna use that word today.
Yeah, we're gonna use that word. There goes that word again.
He nuked his whole like merch store that he had with all the like Proud Racist and 1488 merch and set up a whole new thing, and which I'm all about change, but let's not lie. Don't lie, motherfucker.
Wow.
Call me a liar. I still haven't pulled the receipts, don't make me do it. And so I just, and the whole thing with Jimmy Con, like, that is disgusting. Why would he link Dawn and Candace up with that guy?
Not only that, though, but you know what I'm saying? Then you have him up there to be teeing and tahan about Doug's peen. Like, really?
Yeah.
Man.
Just gross, dude.
But
just
you want
gross.
people to take you serious. Get the fuck out of here. I can never take another man that talks about another dude's peen on a fucking live stream on YouTube serious.
Yeah.
Neither can I, girl.
Did you see basically Tragedy Pimps Exposed recent video where like basically he clipped they recently Prayer Garden and
they took Prayer Garden to task, didn't they? I loved it. I was like, oh shit.
No. Apparently, Jaundice for All was dressed up as Miss
Yeah.
Daisy. Oh, okay, good. I thought you.
Tragedy Pimps Exposed took him to task. She's like, this is not Summer's channel. This is not Summer's channel. Because you know how Prayer Garden be like, this is Summer Wells' channel.
Oh,
No,
I
the
hate when
fuck
she
it
says
is. This
that.
is Prayer Garden's fucking channel. So this is not Summer Wells' channel. Never has been, never will be.
Yeah, I can't understand
Stop
how
claiming
you.
that. You know?
Yeah, like, how is that like appropriate to act like that when you're trying to talk about a missing little girl and you're just entering all this bullshit drama and you're just like, come on, man, that's just so fucking weird.
And
It's really
those scary memes she makes with missing children's faces on like, oh God, why do you do that?
I
It's
don't
so
know that.
weird.
Yeah, she's missing quite a few cards in that deck.
She really is.
But I mean, people watch her.
I mean,
very, very, very sadly, people watch her.
that's the scary part, Lady Justice. Like, seriously, that's the scary part. It's like I gotta think, just to keep my sanity, that the majority of the watchers are just there to watch Trainwreck.
Yeah, that's probably what's happening. They're
He
probably
probably
watching.
has like 20 people that are like, "Yay, we love you," but like the rest of the couple thousand or couple hundred that watch or whatever are there to just, kind of like us, like, "Whoa, what's going on here?"
Yeah. Yeah, they
Right.
watch their true crime, their streams, of trials and stuff during the day, and save the shit shows and comedy for the night.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I think
Pretty much.
it's a little bit off the rails on that Summer Wells. It's it's been what? It'll be 2 years.
2 years in June,
And
yeah.
and everybody's recycling that content, and there's nothing new going on.
Oh yeah, it's been 2 years, but here, let's check out Summer Wells' channel. Look at it. Oh, this is Summer Wells' channel. This is for a missing little girl. This is her channel. This is what we do on Summer Wells' channel.
Gross.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, here, it gets better. Let's listen to it for a minute.
Little fairy showed up and they said, "Oh, you want to be a little tree fairy?" They shrunk her down and now she lives in a mushroom castle, right?
Keep on keeping on.
Yeah.
Keep on keeping.
And then Christine comes on and she can't handle it, right? When
So they have, if you notice, they have Christine with the turd in her face. You see that with the shit pile in her face? Disgusting.
Yes.
And they have glasses and the cigarette and the dress for Justin where he's dancing that dressed up as what's her name? Crime Critters. And then look how he's dressed up in the corner right there.
Yeah.
He's dressed up as her too. Then there's another lady that's where he's like farting in her face and she's on the side here and it says smells so good. But this is Summer Wells' channel, right? This is a missing little girl's channel. Okay. All right, Swear Garden.
Way to disrespect Summer Wells. That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's why I don't give Jaundice a fucking pass. He's a piece of shit. Piece of shit. Everyone's like, oh.
You know what I didn't get? Like, I got like the candle vigil that like Chasing and the other people like participated in when they went to Tennessee last year. But the other people that went to the other vigil, like they got me saying that word wrong too. I can't stand them.
Visual? You're talking about the visual?
The visual, yes, the visual. Like they went there and like had a party. Now, why would you have like a celebration party on the day she went missing? Wouldn't that be more appropriate for her birthday? Like, I don't know.
They're probably celebrating monetization because they made so much money off of.
Well, no, they had like karaoke and pizza and like just weird ass shit. It was just like really. I felt like it was not a candlelight vigil. Like there was no like, I don't know, prayer or what was supposed to happen at, it was just fucking weird. It's not a day to celebrate. It is a day that is very sad.
Yeah. Well, it's a day to celebrate. It's a day to celebrate for them because they don't have to,
Basically.
Yeah, they could sit at home and just go live for a couple hours and not actually
no.
job.
They all went down there and went live from different locations in Tennessee.
Embarrassing, dude. It was gross.
Well, this is where the money goes. The super chat goes. So
And Bullhorn Betty was like all like, oh, you know, we're all gonna put our swords down. We're gonna come together for summer. And just
Yeah,
like,
but then guess what? Jinkies and Crime Critters got into a fucking fist fight at Summer Wells' party or whatever they were doing. And this right here is another picture that Prayer Garden has up on Summer Wells' channel, which has Jody Sue's boobs that says my BFF. Another one that says, wow, her tatas, with somebody's picture in the middle, and then Justin over here, and then there's a snake next to it.
Wow, that's so
And the
sick.
hot dog. Let's not forget the hot dog. We all know what that symbolizes.
Well, I can't see past the comment that says, guess who's blowing steam?
Yeah, the hot dog, just like the Nana in the other pic, like, you know.
Oh, did you hear about how Doug is going to solve the timeline and Candace Wells better watch out?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Here's Justin here.
Then Candace ran off.
Is he going to return the wig? Is that why the receipt's there?
I guess you don't like to stay, ask questions.
Oh, is he like trying to play Mabel like from the Grand Old Opry
I'm
or
bringing
something?
you up, Pam.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Hello, Pam. Where's Pam?
Hello, Justin.
Hi, Pam.
Hello, I seen you over there on Daisy's boy. You could, man, she lie like a bug.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, am I gonna go to hell for laughing at that?
Holy fuck.
I fucking
That's
can't.
Pam. That's the one who was that's the one who fucking outed Jessica when she was lying on all these old ladies' panels. Remember that lady?
That's right.
Just be lying to lie. I swear to they just lie to fucking lie. She said she got into a car wreck and shit, and that was wintertime. Somebody lived in Canada and was like, no, it's not. There ain't even no snow.
Right?
I swear, if I ever told
a wreck out of a newspaper and sent it to us.
Remember that? Yes, dude.
Yeah,
she exposed her. She was
like I
like,
said,
"Wait a minute, they were in the same like vicinity in in Canada." And she's like, "It's not snowing, bitch."
I was like, she's really the fast one.
Oh, that's so fucking funny, dude.
Yeah, she had like 3,000 people in her chat talking about Candace. Grandma Candace was going to go up there. They call her Grandis. She's like, oh, yeah, Grandis is coming up here. She'll be up here real soon. And knowing damn well she ain't been on YouTube. Ain't never been on fucking YouTube. She might yell in the background of a fucking stream going on. But she ain't never went on a fucking panel. She won't go on a panel.
Bitch, at that point, no one knew that you were in contact with Grandma Candy at that time, and that's when you blew the lid off that shit. You're like, oh, guess who I've been talking to every day for the X amount of days? Well, yeah, that's not happening. Oops. My bad.
Imagine you had to describe this channel to someone who, like, you know, in real life when you were like,
oh, I don't even try it.
Guys, so I watched this channel with this woman who swears and says her channel's for this one missing girl, but swears and curses at people. And her guest is a man who's in a muumuu and a terrible black wig, and does basically booty shakes for super chats while they talk about the missing girl, and also randomly let guests up to talk about internet drama.
Well, I try to explain this shit to my mom, just discussions amongst me and my closest friends, and she's like, so you call your closest friends on there by their username still, even though you know their government? And I'm like, of course, because I don't want to accidentally call them by their government. She's just looking at me like, what did I do to my daughter? Where did I go wrong? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Oh, don't worry. Grandma thinks
nobody.
Grandma thinks that we're all fucking stupid 90% of the time, and that we like.
Oh, I got her. Look, I got her ass. Remember, we got her ass clipped. Ready? Here you go. Ready?
You are all stupid. You are all stupid. You
all stupid.
Yep.
Oh my
Hold on.
God.
Let me turn it up so y'all can hear it in the chat. Hold on. Ready? We'll play it again so y'all can hear it. We got two. Matter of fact, we got two of them. We got, here's
all
just
stupid.
you're all stupid.
Grandma wants to say something.
You are all stupid.
Yes, we are. Said yes, we are. Bye, Lady Justice. I just seen that you went and dropped down.
She is. Grandma is not wrong. Like that's what my mom says to me. Like she's like, you do this in your free time. Like this is your choice. Like no one's making you do this.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, yeah, I know.
Look
you would
at
think
it.
you would think you'd want to tell people in your real life about your channel, like, hey, I have X amount of thousands of subscribers. No, that is top fucking secret amongst me.
Deny.
You're like the lame version of Batman, where you have a secret identity and it's just
Exactly.
fucking lame.
Only a few chosen ones know, and I don't even really talk about it with them.
The Batcave is your basement. You're literally you put on your Batman suit, which is like literally you're like some sweatpants and a shirt.
Hush,
and,
Tim. I'm resembling what you're talking about.
Basically, yeah.
And you talk about, and we got our rogue gallery, which is literally just a bunch of files on your computer, and you talk shit about people. This is like the fucking.
If I had a basement, I'd be in it for sure, but I don't. So, there's that.
And randomly, people will actually wear costumes doing the live stream. Look at voices. She's like, literally, she's
Qualifying.
Have fun trying to explain that shit.
Hey guys.
Hey, independent thinker.
What's up, baby babe?
I'm gonna start calling you Indy for sure. Sup, Indy?
What type of superhero are you, independent? Are you like the Punisher?
What's up,
just
Jack?
like,
What superhero am I? Hey mama, hey.
yeah. Or is that girl the Punisher?
Hey, that girl, that ghetto girl.
I
Hey,
just
what's
got done
up?
washing the hair, and I agree, Cappy. The YouTube channels is top secret.
Yeah.
Top secret. Only a chosen few could know, and you don't. Even the people that know, you don't discuss it.
No, you definitely don't send them links when you finish a video.
No, never. Actually, never. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Nobody wants to know about it.
Like you did a super good video today.
Oh, thank you.
Happy,
Did a
yeah.
good
I
job.
watched
I
it
was
too.
like, oh, I'm excited. Well, you know what? I learned something too about the body broker or whatever.
Oh yeah, I know it's some serious shit, and what she was doing wasn't that, and it's funny because like I said in the video, like homegirl's doing the same exact thing. So if Nicole's a body broker, she is too.
And, like say it's not a dog whistle without saying it's not a dog whistle. She goes, may the odds forever be in your favor.
You like how I said that shit back to her?
COS. This is
Oh,
breaking
I need to
COS.
watch.
May the odds forever be in your favor. Okay, babe, that's the whole dog whistle you're about to go report.
Fucking so self-snitching. Because think about it. I didn't think about this when I was making the video, but Nicole's channel's been down for almost 2 weeks now. So she's been working on that video since then because those screenshots are no longer available.
Yeah.
So she definitely put some fucking work in.
So you put out some more Jessica Kent drama?
I mean, I was just exposing it. Her bitch ass is the one that chose to fucking make up a video with fucking lies and self-snitching.
I'm totally behind on all that, so I can't wait to watch it.
I kind of feel bad for the guy that is living with her that she's fucking putting on there all hide the fuck up. Like, I don't think he realizes how badly he's being exploited because she has 1 million subscribers. But if you look at her in comparison to like Christina Randall and 1090 Jake, because they all three started at the same time in the prison community. Right. And Christina and Jake went true crime and kind of like changed, their channels evolved, right? And did really well. Their interaction is off the chain. Like they get hundreds of thousands of views per video, and they keep their neck out of bullshit. And if anytime anything comes up, like Jake's very like, he'll be there to answer for things, and Jessica is just like the opposite, and her videos are like getting 20-30K each, and so she'll start pulling this shit to do, you know what I mean, drama abuse type shit,
Yeah.
But
I know nothing about that community.
yeah, they're a mess.
I shared it for you, Cappy, so that it gets out because I felt it was
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Not a problem. I appreciate your good
But
content.
I know Prayer Garden, Swear Garden,
Swear garden.
and whatever we call him Justin these days. They pissed Daisy off. Ooh-wee. Did you watch
Was
hers?
she going off yesterday or when this was going on? I didn't listen to her, but I'll pull it up. Was she going off?
Oh yeah, she was reading the Bible to Justin, honey. Quoting that Leviticus and all kind of stuff.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Hold up. Leviticus doesn't apply once we are washed in the blood of Christ. That's the whole point of the New
Well,
Testament.
tell that shit to Miss Daisy.
Okay.
Take me to church, bitches.
Girl.
That's between you and Miss Daisy.
Oh shit.
I ain't getting in that.
No, I mean,
But it was funny.
Hard pass.
I'm good without all that.
Anywho, I gotta skedaddle. I gotta get to work tomorrow.
Good
Good
night,
talk.
Have a
See
good
ya,
night.
Val.
Get your
No
Thai
problem.
fisherman pants on and do some water painting,
Good
buddy.
night, Sam.
Who says I don't have my Thai fisherman pants on now? What
That's right. I bet you already do.
Listen. But anyway, you guys, I gotta go back to the Bat Cave, guys. The Bat Cave.
Skedaddle Steve. Get out of
Good night,
here.
you Timmy.
All right.
Good night,
Bye.
Batman.
I hate you. Have a fuck night.
You too. You too. I despise all of you. Have a fuck night.
Crazy people. Crazy.
Yeah, so hold on. Here we go. It's Crime Critter. Here we go. Where is she?
Jewelry. She makes jewelry. Deny justice to your poor people in their lawsuits. Have nothing.
Is this where she's reading the Bible to Justin right here?
I'm not sure. Here's the link for it. I posted it in back chat.
Look at this shit. No, I'm telling you, I think this is it where she's starting to read her shit.
It was 2 days ago.
Oh no, then this one ain't it. This one, hold on, okay. Where she got like 4 or 5 of them up there with her. Them ladies are pissed. You see them old ladies up there? They ain't going for that. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit.
Sherry, this up there, she talks the whole time. Bless her heart.
She's fucking pissed. They got her riled up, Jack.
Daisy has her volume turned down, I think, so she can talk the whole time and nobody can hear her.
Earbuds in. I have what?
I've got my
Okay. Candace go. Doug, he said that is Candace working with Don? Well, yes.
Yeah.
Adiana, Annie, they're working. Both of them are.
She's doing manual labor, hard work.
Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to show you. Listen, Justin, you can try, but you still ain't as good as Prayer Garden. Although that's pretty good.
The mean,
I
can't hear most
Prayer
of it.
This is where they start going in on Prayer Garden.
I think
I gotta jump down. I love you guys.
Bye.
Hi, Cappy.
I don't know. Is this where she is? Is this where it starts at or what, baby?
Did you click the link or did I post it?
Yes, this is the one you just put back there.
Oh, hell, I don't know if I got a time stamp.
Damn. I was ready to see it.
Yeah, I can't hardly see either on my little phone. Let me see.
What do you remember what was on the screen when they started going off? Was it just them or did they have something up or what? Because here's some more shit we got. Oh, this is when they got Prayer Garden up right here.
Yeah, they weren't playing anything on the screen. It was just them up there on the panel talking.
Yeah, they're playing Prayer Garden shit right here. Let's see what they talk about.
all of a sudden, she lost all memory. She remembered every damn
Hey, just a
step by
second. Hang
step.
on, just a second. I want to address somebody in here. Here's another one that claimed to be a supporter of mine that turned her back on me. Huntress. Daisy, you become a big bully in here. I'm seeing you must be cut from the same cloth as the whales. How wrong are you? Huntress, you claim to be a Christian, but yet you sit over there on a panel and support a woman that lets Jody Sue and say God's name in vain every 15 seconds out of her breath. Get out of my chat. I don't want.
She was on one, son.
Get the fuck out of her chat when you want to say that every other fucking word.
She was taking wrenches and everything.
No shit. She
How
was
do
really
you
Mhm.
say
going on.
something? She said she said it out of her breath. How do you do that exactly? I'm curious how that
I
works.
guess you say it with your breath.
Right. Hold on. Anita, the chaotic artist, says, Queen, I wanted to thank you for dealing with my messed up emails last week. We are still in mourning and I was not thinking straight, so thank you.
Aw.
It's all good.
Well, God rest the dead, man. That's sad. It's easy to go off when you're grieving.
Yeah, so I'm sure these ladies probably went the fuck off. They'll be fighting back and forth nonstop. They go at each other nonstop. They used to all be best friends, but Prayer Garden was friends with Don and Candace, and then when Daisy became friends with them, it was an issue. Prayer Garden got pissed.
Yeah, Justin, he went up there on Daisy's panel, I assume after that night happened. And they semi made up or whatever.
I don't watch any of them. Barely have time.
I was only looking because I seen somewhere that Don and Candace had dyed their hair the same color.
Oh, good God.
And I was like, where would they have been?
That's
And so that's what I was looking for.
Yeah, I probably would have been looking for that too. That's crazy. Did you find it? Did they dye
No.
their hair?
No.
Oh, damn.
I don't know where they were. Oh, and also I was looking for, they said something about Don was cussing the grandchild. I don't know where he was at. The lab, maybe?
Yeah, I think that was.
No, I don't know if it was on the lap. We played it. We played it over here,
Oh,
and
I missed
he's like, "Hey, little motherfucker." That's what he
Yeah,
says to
you
him.
played it. You played it. I thought
Yeah.
it was.
But check this out. Well, I got an email today, right? I got this email today. I might even pull it up or put the pictures up. But I got an email today, and it was actually pictures from a website. Matter of fact, here, fuck this. Let me go pull this up right now.
Oh, I love when we get to do show and tell.
Yeah, it's pictures from a website that actually where Dolly's stealing like the bars of soap names and shit.
You say it ain't so.
Yeah, somebody sent it to me and I was like, wow, no shit. Yeah, they match the fuck up. Sure do. Even the names of the soaps are all the same. Like the bars look identical. They look the same. I mean, everything looks identical.
Isn't that precious?
Might be looking at his inspiration, huh?
Dadgum. I hate the true crime internet sleuthing community.
I can't say I'm really shocked.
No, me neither. I still don't believe that he makes it. I think he just made that little batch. And I believe he gets it pre-made in like so that all he has to do is melt it down and pour it into the molds.
Probably.
I don't believe the bullshit that he tried to pass off. But if you do, like, that's okay. I don't.
Bitch, you know I don't.
No, I mean like others, not specifically speaking.
So it kind of looks like, let's see here. There's a couple websites. Okay. So this one, all right, let's see. So you guys tell me what you think, because maybe it's not, but you tell me what you think. So here's this website right here, which is Adam's Handmade Soaps. Right. So these are, private and stuff like that. So then look, if I go over here to this one, you can get like you can buy it in like bulk, different stuff. And the molds and the stuff are the same. Like he's like his bars of soap, they're all named the same as this lady's or these people's. Like they're all named the fucking same, like champagne, whatever, purple shampoo, you know what I mean? Like purple passion, and they all look the same.
Well,
like
yeah.
The bars and shit.
He's using Love Spell from Victoria's Secret.
Yeah, so
I've never seen any of Dolly's soaps or anything. So.
I am so amazed that he's not using like Old Spice and Dracar Noir and what Gravity. That was another one from the 90s.
Let's see here, Adams. Anyways, these little bars are pretty much the same. Let me go back here to these other ones. They're like, oh, my email's closed. Let me go back in here and open this bad boy back up again.
Oh, Lord. CK1, you're exactly right.
Yep, I remember that.
What?
CK1.
CK1.
It was like a unisex fragrance.
Calvin Klein 1. It was either for men or women.
Raspberry lemonade. Is that one?
Oh, yeah. I think I heard him say something like that. Interesting.
Gosh, I just can't watch him. He just bores me to pieces.
Oh, no. He's great to go to sleep, too. It's boring as fuck.
I'm scared he'll permeate my subconscious brain, so I don't do that.
Hey, if I can go to sleep to serial killers every once in a while, I can fall asleep to
Dolly.
To Dorky Dolly, yes.
I've been caught up in the Anastasia.
You know, I watched a little bit about that. So is somebody's actually passed away? That's like a legit thing?
Yeah.
That's really sad.
Who passed away?
Anastasia Gilly.
Oh, okay. Wait, is that what Benny was covering? Because isn't there somebody on YouTube like that or whatever?
Yes.
Something about that.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people talking about it.
So, yeah, I was gonna say. Well, I mean, I don't know about a lot of people. I only seen Benny talking about it, so I didn't. Who else was talking about it?
It's been mentioned on. Oh wait, you know what? I just lied. That's a different dead person that they're talking about in a over on Jess's and TT's.
Her adopted mom is actually a creator on here.
Right, that's what I was talking about. Like it's not her child, but she said it's her child. So I know there was people questioning.
Well,
right.
Raised her since she was 6 years old.
Damn.
So I would say it's her child.
Was she murdered?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
She was 4 months pregnant.
Yeah, I saw a couple of things about it, and it wasn't just Benny's, but I did see Benny say something. I maybe could go look at my history.
She was on the stand last night. I think it was last night, and that's why Benny's covering it because he hates them. Yeah.
That may have been where I saw it in my feed, but no, I'd have to go look.
So then Benny did something, then Constant Sue did something, and
Yeah, they all go back. They're all going back and forth with each other right now. So
Yeah, it
maybe
was like ping pong today.
yeah, I was gonna say they've been going. Yeah, that's something I really don't even want to get into. Really, that's
No, I don't blame you at all. I don't
because
think.
they do not fucking play.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to be stuck up in that either.
Anybody heard from Rap? Has he been on live or anybody? Anybody heard from him?
Not that I've seen. I think
I haven't either.
I feel like somebody would have linked one of us, you know.
Not. Yeah, as I said, the last time I heard from him was the day that he went to for that 72-hour hold.
Yeah.
Allegedly, yes. That's the last I knew too.
Yeah.
I bet she took his ass back.
He needs to
I
keep.
bet she probably did too.
He needs to keep his ass off the internet and get into whatever
I
help.
mean, I don't know. Has she been on here?
No.
Not that I'm aware of, Queen. I think somebody would have linked me too, because that's a pretty hot one. People link that one quick.
Yep.
And I haven't gotten anything.
Huh.
Well, maybe it'll work out for him this time. If she did, I don't know.
Nah, I don't believe in putting spoiled milk back in the fridge.
No, I'm just trying to, be nice.
Lit cigarette never tastes as good as the original, does it?
Well, that was very sweet of you, independent. All the olive branches, all the olive branches.
Oh yeah, and all the Oklahoma stuff too. Oof.
Oh my goodness, that is just the most awful shit, ain't it?
Yes. Did you watch the interview with the former cellmate?
No,
Yeah, I watched some of it, but he, like I said, it's from 2015. A lot changes then in between then.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know what I
that's a
mean?
long time. Yeah.
But she did message him. I guess he did text her or something, and he's like, "Wow, your last name's changed now." And she was like, "Yeah, I married, or yeah, me and what's his name got married." And
Yeah.
she's like, he was like, how are you? And how's she's like, good, and they're getting huge or something like that. And that was pretty much the gist of the conversation, really.
So no real tea there.
No,
But he said he called
and told him that he's a SA offender and that he had
Yeah.
been in jail and stuff, and that he was not registered, that he should have had a red dot, and they didn't do shit about it. Like they should have looked into it, you know what I mean? And they basically just pushed it off.
Wow.
Yeah, just like
Well,
they
this
were going to sweep all of that under the rug.
this is what he's claiming. I mean, I don't know. He was on Banfield saying it. But I mean, honestly, they can do an investigation, and as sad as it is, they're not going to know the real truth because everyone's gone. You know what I mean?
Right.
Exactly.
So you can talk about it all day long, and make assumptions all day long but you're not going to know unless there's video evidence that they had gotten that night or something. You know what I mean? Or whatever was taken that night.
Of some kind, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really sad though. That whole situation is just a
I do feel like they did fail them though with the investigation. They did not do a proper investigation, but I do feel like when they went in, they were thinking, okay, he had passed, the kids were gone, his wife was gone, her 3 kids, their friends, and then he had unalived himself, so everybody at that point was gone, and for them to release the house 2 days later, I feel like was very negligent. I feel like they should have definitely done an investigation. They should have went through things. They should have looked. They should have confirmed that he's the one that did this and it's not somebody else or whatever. You know what I mean? Like they should have just,
they
just,
could be doing that with the autopsy and stuff. Like,
that guy,
But they collected no evidence.
I believe
in
it's
that house.
Ivy's dad, Justin. He
Yes,
said
ma'am.
in that video on the walkthrough of the house that his daughter was raped and then unalived, and I didn't know that they already had. I didn't know they knew that. Like I didn't know that happened first of all, and I didn't know they already knew that.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like,
yes. It was
Well, the
shocking.
evidence, I think they found a 4-inch stack of Polaroid pictures of children with no clothes on. So
Hold up, cite your source on that because I've not heard.
Yeah, I haven't heard that.
I've not heard that it was. They said that they found Polaroids, but nothing of that nature.
Right.
And I just got off a 5-hour panel with Dietz and Johnson and Burden of Proof.
that wasn't in y'all's trivia.
What?
Did y'all have a trivia on the case or something? I was
Right.
in there
Look,
for a little
Brittany
while.
Bruce said we don't even know what's
That
true
wasn't a
now.
question.
No, and that's the thing. Like when you're doing this kind of shit, you can sit and talk for fucking 5 goddamn hours, 6 hours. That's why I'm not really gonna. That's why I really don't want to put too much time into it. Like if I do ever, talk to them or they ever, I'd like, they want to change laws and stuff like that. I think that's something that you should look into talking about. You know what I mean? Like different things, like because this could have been prevented had he been marked, had he still been in jail, had he had because you can look, and this is the thing with ROs, they get smack on the wrist, they get a little probation, a little bit of time, maybe a year or whatever. You get caught selling dope, your ass is gone for 30 fucking years.
Yeah, they're trying to throw you
If you
under
hurt a fucking
jail.
child and you're going for 6 fucking months, it's fucking bullshit.
It really is.
Yeah, and then he reoffended while he was still incarcerated. Like they should have
do all
never let him
kinds of
out.
stuff to kids and they let him ride out with a slap on the wrist, but God forbid you get caught with a
That's
pound.
what I'm saying. It's fucked up. It's really fucked up.
It really is, because there's people literally serving life in prison for drugs, but you can grape and do whatever you want to kids, and you gonna get
Right,
out
you can
in
hurt a child, and you know what I'm
less
saying?
than 10
Go
years.
after fucking 15 and 16-year-old fucking little girls that are
Yep.
not mentally developed. You know what I'm saying? You're a grown ass fucking man.
Yep. And they'll get
You
less
know.
than 10 years every
Well,
time.
not only that though, the police had been warned about his funky fucking ass, and they didn't really do anything either. So I mean, like I said, they did
Oh,
fail. What
damn.
can you do now?
That's really
Other than change the laws and make sure it doesn't happen with other fucking people and other families. That what's done is done there. There's nothing you can do at this point. What's
no.
done is done there.
Yeah, it's too late for those people.
And to be honest, I wouldn't even, I honestly, if that was my kid, I probably wouldn't want to know that they were fucking tortured and in their last moments, and I let them go stay the night with a fucking friend that I trusted. Fuck, man, I can't. That shit would have me fucked up. You hear me?
Oh no, you would never forget it. You'd
And I
think
feel like I'm a whole fucking dickhead because I don't let nope. If you
Oh.
want to have friends, we stay here. We don't go.
That's
No,
right.
hell no. So I've been an asshole a few times, but I don't care. Shit, fuck too. I don't know who's there, who's over there. Nah, hell no, nope.
And
I
even
don't
if
know
you
who
do
they
know
know,
them, you don't
who's
know
running
what
in and
they
out
ain't
of their
like at
house.
home.
Fuck that.
People are totally different, that you
Right.
meet, and then what they do at home
or
behind
they're
closed doors.
come over, or you don't know who they'll have in the house.
Well, yeah, and then you see those trays of dope and shit. Fuck, he could have been higher than Cooter fucking Brown.
I would assume he probably was.
And they had no idea. He's talking about restraints in the kitchen and shit and all this and that. But I mean, if they were, I don't know, man.
It's just awful, is what it is.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Well, we learned that
Like they're saying, like they got witchcraft books and stuff like that. Which, I mean, I don't know. Fuck. I mean, my, one of my friends, she does like, plants and all that kind of shit. She's got all those kind of books too. You know what I mean? That doesn't make her a bad person. It doesn't mean she's
a rapist, or excuse me, a rapist or a murderer.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I guess the stack of books really doesn't really mean shit to me when they try to make that into something serious. When it's, you know what I mean?
Plenty of Wiccan people that wouldn't harm a gnat, so I don't put much stock in that.
But I gotta respect the father when he said this house tells a story. It does. It definitely does. But is it a story that you want to tell the whole world? About the last moments of your baby girl's life? I sure as fuck wouldn't.
Sometimes it helps people to share and get that out, though. Keeping stuff like
right. That's a personal opinion, and maybe it will help. Like I said, maybe the laws that'll help. You know what I mean? Get some laws changed to where this doesn't happen again. Or you know what I'm saying, that they get stiffer charges, or that they get when they get let out, they have to be, within 24 hours, they need to be registered and have their address registered. They should have, you know what I mean? Like,
They
for
should
12
be ready
hours.
before they get out.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that's how they do it with parole. You got to have your shit set up before you get out.
Yeah.
That's exactly how the fuck they should do it with
Yeah, where
RSOs.
you're going and
Your ass should be tagged the fuck up. I feel like your whole license plates needs to have a fucking tag on it. Your house needs to have a fucking tag on it. Shit, I don't want my kids going over there for Halloween motherfucking Ween. Nah, hell no. You ain't knocking on that fucking door. Stay the fuck clean away from them houses.
Yep.
No, hell no.
I
They
just
need to be lit up. Everybody should know who the fuck, you know what I mean?
I
Everybody
don't
should.
think that's unreasonable at all, but I think anybody who thinks it's unreasonable, there's something wrong with them.
I don't think they should ever be let out myself.
Yeah, well, that's never going to be the case, man.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and it sucks that they, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you have the like him, you know what I'm saying? And not only that, he was in there for talking to a young girl. Then he has contraband in there, you know what I'm saying? So at some point in time, he done got a phone, and then he started texting another girl that was like 15 or 16,
Jesus.
messaging like pictures and loot thing, like you know what I'm saying?
Just a total repeat offender.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and he was supposedly raping the men in prison, which he
Damn,
had a problem.
She said, I even checked under live and you didn't show up. What the fuck?
I've had a few people tell me that about you lately, Queen. Maybe you're getting shadowed.
I might be. I don't know.
It happens to the best of them.
Oh,
I
well,
heard
we'll be
the
right.
other day they said there was a glitch going on with YouTube. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I don't pay close enough attention, but I have had a few people tell me that they weren't getting notifications and it wasn't showing up in their live list either. I think it happened to Nick too the other day.
Just Samantha says, hold on a minute. Most people don't realize an RSO can live near a school bus, just not a school. Make that make sense.
Oh, near a bus stop? Is that what they mean?
I don't know.
I would assume they mean
Samantha, you mean a bus stop or where the buses are at? Like on the.
Right? I would assume bus stop.
Well, yeah, and I mean, shit, that makes it even worse because they're just sitting ducks. They're just sitting there, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I don't, no.
They can really watch for that schedule too,
Yeah, it's every single day at the same time.
And listen to the children call each other's names.
You know how many kids, yeah, I was going to say, you know how many kids go missing from bus stops every fucking, no, fuck that.
Bet a lot, technically. I bet quite a few. I've never looked up the stats, but I bet that's a popular snatching ground.
But that does, you know what? That is because they're not supposed to be around the school, which, of course not,
I thought it was schools and playgrounds.
Well, yeah, but they're saying bus stops and buses,
Schools, playgrounds, parks.
Yeah, I know that there's restrictions.
I thought they couldn't even have like social media and shit.
Depends on the offense. Depends on if it occurred using. I mean, sometimes it all depends on the offender level too.
Right? Yeah.
The ones I've
stipulations. Sometimes that is just their stipulations. You know what I mean? Don't have contact with the victim and don't go on social media, and you got to pay a fine and maybe do community service. And
yep,
I've known of a few where they could not go online anymore.
I know of a couple.
What really pissed me the fuck off is when one of them that got, what I'm saying, had been touching his daughter for a long time. Statute of limitations kind of thing. Like she did say something, but it was, and all he got was fucking probation. He didn't even have to register or nothing because it had been 15 years.
Right.
That's fucking crazy.
Yep.
We were talking about this over on Joneson's earlier too, and like sometime back in the 90s, Wyoming made a law change, and back when I was growing up, if you were 16 and you were dating somebody that was 18, and the parent got upset, they could put statutory rape charges on the male. Okay.
Yeah.
So there are, I know.
Do you think DA would push charges if there was a 16-year-old and a 15-year-old, or two 16-year-olds, and the boy turned 17 or 18? The boy turned 18 when the girl was still 17, and they had dated since they were like 15. You know what I mean?
It depends on where you live.
I don't
It
think
really does depend on where you live.
It's on the judge, I guess.
What I was just getting ready to say was, in Wyoming, 16 will get you 20. If you're 18, you're considered a legal adult. You're dating a 16-year-old. If the parent gets mad, they can put statutory rape charges against the 18-year-old, and you then become registered. So when that law changed, I know of 3 guys that was the whole reason why they pressed that specific set of charges against them, and they are registered. And it's only because of the law that changed in the 90s in Wyoming. So I don't want to have to always make an exception, but on that one, I have to question.
So, was it consensual, or was it actually
Yes.
Well, right. Some
No.
states
Okay,
have the
so that's the thing.
Juliet law. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and that's what it's similar. That's what ours is similar to, but we don't have the Romeo Juliet law. We don't have that. So that's why it's called statutory and not, because it's actually the 16-year-old can't give consent, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's why it's considered statutory rape.
Hold on, she said my ex-brother-in-law could not even have Facebook. Yeah, that's, you know what they say, no social media.
That's what I've seen happen. I don't know a whole lot. I don't know enough people to be like, yeah, that's the rule. Because
Now, see, look.
Don't know.
Okay, so my sister's dad got 30 days, and that's all, not registering, nothing, and was allowed to move back into the house. It was about 1993. Yeah, they get like a smack on the wrist, and it's fucking bullshit.
It's gross.
I know here, a parent can't even try to press charges on somebody if your child is like of the age, then there's nothing you can do. If they were willing, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. I knew what you meant.
Yeah. Because when I found out that when mine did that for the first time and how old he was, we went straight to the jailhouse because I was pissed. And they wasn't like a year or 2 apart, but still, he was over 18 and she wasn't. And they said there was nothing they could do. I was like, charge them both. Shit.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I was mad.
Sounds like it.
Well, she had a little boyfriend she dated for like 4 years. They broke up. And then she got wild and met this guy. And, and hadn't did it with the other boy. And I was like, what were you thinking? Like, how dumb are you?
Well, Cherry Max said registry didn't start till 1995. Yeah, he should have not been allowed back in that house with them kids. No, hell no, he shouldn't have been. Hell no. And you know what?
Just seems like such a dangerous person.
Well, yeah, what the hell?
Yeah.
To do something like that, you gotta be fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, just beyond even. There's no salvaging that shit.
Well, I know they went through the house and they said that there was no blood space. There was no blood in the house at all.
Oh, really?
Correct.
Yeah, but then they said
walk through
that it was all outside. That they all he killed them all outside. So he didn't kill them inside, so there wouldn't be no blood inside. And then
That's just wild.
well, and like I said, I understand having an investigation and stuff, and I understand wanting to wanting answers and that, but there's with everybody being gone, it's kind of hard to know exactly what happened that night.
Yeah,
I
there's
think the
unless
main
there's footage,
concern,
camera footage, you can only assume.
I think the main concern is if there's other victims. You know,
well, yeah. I mean, that should be a concern, of course.
Right, but I mean, how? Okay, so and then what?
like there could be missing teenagers or children or women for that matter.
Well, I would assume it would matter, like if they were and their bodies had
So,
not
do you
been.
guys suggest okay? So, if that's the case, do you suggest would you say going through the yard and the house and that? How long did he live there? I mean, going back like that, would you?
With some kind of sonars or cadaver.
Aren't they doing something like that, voices?
I hope so.
Well, and that goes back to if they're going to do a big investigation, does the family have to pay for it, or are they going to? You know what
No,
I'm
I
saying?
think the states took over, haven't they?
OSBI has Oklahoma.
Right, Oklahoma Bureau of Investigations.
Yeah, OSBI
Yeah.
is taken over. So, I mean, I don't think the family pays for that.
I would assume that the agency would need to, because the family wouldn't be responsible for any other missing persons or remains found.
Right.
Right.
I mean, so that would just kind of be like, what the hell?
Well, and I know one of the girls, her funeral was today.
Aw, that's really sad.
Yeah.
That's an awful time for those parents, man.
Yeah, and I mean, one of the dads, he was so fucking devastated, man. He's like,
Oh, yes.
I let her go stay the night, and I never knew this was gonna happen. I never knew. Well, what's even more fucked up is when they didn't come home, they actually put out was it a Amber Alert or what was it?
It
Because
was
they
an
put out,
endangered person alert.
yes, because they put the girls, they put that he had taken off with both the girls.
Right. Because he couldn't be found, and the girls couldn't be found, and
Right. Nobody could get a hold of him. Yeah. Nobody was answering the door. Nobody could get a hold of him.
Damn.
it's awful. It's absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, it just doesn't get much worse than that, dude.
And wasn't it said, voices, that one of the daughters' biological father wanted
Yep.
her and her siblings to come
Yep.
with him?
Yep. He had offered to let them all adopt him, be their father. Yeah, but that wasn't allowed, apparently.
Damn. Just damn.
What? I'm sorry, I missed that. What happened?
So, Tiffany, the youngest, her biological father was willing to take all of the three, Riley and Michael and Tiffany, all, but they wouldn't. Holly wouldn't let him adopt all of them.
Fuck, man.
So where did the other two go?
Well, she kept
None
all
of them
three
went
of them.
anywhere. She has all three. She had all three of them.
Oh yeah, okay.
I was like, shit, is this a trick question?
No.
I'm sorry.
I was reading something on my phone and I was talking to you at the same time. So I was like, oh
No
fuck.
worries. Sorry. No worries. I was like, shit, is this a trick question? I might have fucked
Nope,
up.
it's me reading and fucking trying to talk at the same time. Sorry.
Shambles. Yeah.
When they pull that, when they walk in and see that, you see that, well, and you know, when when they go in with the camera and you see that they have like the dog leash or whatever, the dog collar, and
Oh my
they didn't
God.
have any dogs there, right? They didn't have any dogs there. So why would you have
Yeah.
a dog collar there? What the fuck you doing?
Well, I mean, some
Dog.
sort of funky ass punishment.
Yeah, either the dog's dead or they're doing
Well,
something.
we don't know that though.
Well,
Oh,
I mean, it
that's
could
why,
be
or something else.
maybe they have, not to kink shame, not my style, as Nunya put it. I mean, we don't
Well,
know.
right, but I mean, we don't know about any like, yeah, we don't know. We don't know if it was a thing with them or whatever. But that was that bedroom where they were at, where the stuff was at. Was that the adult's bedroom or was that the kid's bedroom? Where the shit was bolted into the wall.
I don't know.
It was their bedroom, I think. The adults.
I don't have
Oh,
clarity.
okay. Well, so they could have been fucking okay.
Yeah, they could have been into some shit.
And we're
They could have
especially if they were
been.
doing dope. Yeah, I could see that. I could
Jones and
definitely
Yeah.
see that.
their deets. Who's here?
I
Yeah,
don't
because there was a
remember.
tray with white residue on it and it had the needle and shits in there. We were talking about that.
Yeah, that looked like
Yeah.
not even once. Takes ice cream scoops out of your brain.
Well, yeah,
God.
and all I could think was, damn, if have you ever been around anybody that shoots the shit?
Oh God,
they're
yeah.
fucked up. Yeah, they're fucked
Oh
up.
my God, they are so far. Like that
Well, not
is.
only that though, once you get something in your mind and you're that fucking strung out, it's fucking hard to reel yourself back in, let alone if you have, if they were fighting or she caught him, or you know what I'm saying, they were fighting over him doing this with a 16-year-old and having court Monday.
Yeah,
What if
you
she just
never.
found out?
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I'm sure it was a fucking blowout in that house. You know what I mean? It's
Well, and if he's all zooted out, that's recipe for disaster.
Yes, ma'am.
exactly. Yeah.
Especially if you get somebody who isn't sleeping.
Well, and I mean, just think she's trying to be a good mom, let her kids have friends come stay. You know what I mean? And
Yes, ma'am.
keep their mind off of it. You know what I mean? He's got court Monday, so I'm sure she was probably stressed the fuck out. And I mean,
Oh yeah, I would assume.
Easily.
sad as it is, it's just like, damn, we really don't know what happened that night, but we can only assume, that shit went south. And
Well, yeah,
That's
obviously.
why I
Well,
really want to know if he called his mom and told her what he was going to do.
I feel like we would have heard that.
Well,
I
it's
don't.
been said, just not by law enforcement.
Right. I mean, it's
Right.
it's rumored, but
no way to know for sure.
even at this point, I mean, even if somebody did say it, I mean, what are you going to believe it?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's
mean,
why
at
I
this
said I would love to know if.
Well, I mean, how would you even be
Yeah.
able to believe it at this point?
I guess if the mom came forward and said it.
right.
If she came forward and said it, I believe her.
Yeah, then I'd want to know why the hell didn't you call?
I wouldn't say a fucking word at this point about.
Oh God,
Right
no.
then.
Like, end of story. Like, this discussion's over.
Yeah, I wouldn't say anything. Hell no.
No comment.
I mean, I would tell law enforcement.
Right. Other than that, I wouldn't say another fucking word publicly.
Fuck no.
And when it comes out in the court paperworks, then I'll deal with what's going to happen to me from there.
Yeah, right. No shit.
I ain't going to alert the court of public opinion any more earlier than it needs to be happening.
Well, but with everybody dead, there may not ever be nothing in the courts.
Well, and that's what I mean. I mean court of public opinion.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but you're saying they can find out when it comes out in the court paperwork.
Well, I mean investigations
Oh,
or
I'm sure.
whatever
Back
OSDI
then, I'm
comes up
sure.
with.
They'll be in court eventually because he's already got an attorney. The father of Ivy.
So did the Vallow trial wrap up today?
Girl, I don't know. I ain't been watching.
Anybody have the answer for that for me?
I watched Letitia's trial, but that's it.
I am officially ready to start the next phase of my card making gig thing.
Good.
I literally have sat here this whole evening and stickered up after I got the rest of it cut. I stickered up all the little pieces on little dots, made little envelopes with everything together that I can seal up with a paper clip, and it fastens the adhesive strips and everything together. Oh, I'm so excited and proud of myself for this.
Hell yeah. That's cool. I'm just still over here working on that one big project I've been doing.
Yeah. My mistake that I thought I made last night ended up not being such a bad mistake after all.
Oh, well, good. That's a plus.
Hey, Diamond Cutter. How are you, baby?
Hey, love.
Where was I watching? They were talking about Diamond Cutter.
Somebody said that, oh Lord, I need glasses, y'all.
Yeah.
I think they said that the defense, they know, or both have rested, but I don't know.
Oh, so the jury's deliberating? It's a jury trial, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if they started that yet.
I'll be interested to see what they do with those crazy fucks.
There's a video where Letitia like wrote a note out to either her lawyer or somebody else. I'm not sure what she wrote on it or what it was, but he slides the paper down in front of her and snatches that paper up and rips it into like a million little pieces. Like, I don't know what the hell you wrote, but fuck this and fuck that. Ain't nobody seeing that.
It's like I'm not getting disbarred because you're an asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
Creature.
Fucking lunatic for sure.
All I can see is her crawling down the stairs in like an old white gown and her hair all in her face. Ugh. She is what nightmares are made of, for sure.
Damn, I sat too long, y'all. I can barely get up these fucking stairs.
I hate that. I'm about to have to go dry my hair. I've been sitting here with a towel on my head this whole time.
Oh, thank you, Anita. Oh my God, I had to mute so you didn't hear me grunt as I went up there. It took 4 big grunts to get up to the top of them stairs. Damn, I sat too long.
I'm so sick of this piece. God. So sick of it. I need to quit messing with it.
What you doing, that girl?
I am making like this gigantical flower mandala thing. I'll show you in a minute.
I think whenever I switch to another page, it mutes me or something.
It does, depending on what app you're using. Yeah, it does. That's definitely how it works.
Tomorrow's closing arguments. Thank you, Texas Girl. Texas Girl.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
We just had one hell of a rainstorm come roll through here. Oh, you love the birds I did. Thank you, Anita.
It's been raining here.
So this has been a great lesson to learn like how many pieces of paper it would take to do like multiples of each item. This has been all a great learning lesson.
Yeah, you need to make sure you take notes.
Already
I
ahead
guess
of
I'm
you.
gonna get down from here, you guys.
Oh, you going to bed or something?
I'm gonna go roam these streets and see what kind of fuckery I can find.
Oh, good Lord.
Lord, why you go hunting fuckery, woman? Like, let it find you. Don't go looking for it.
I know, chick. We've been on here about 2.5 hours, and it's getting late, and I'm tired as hell. I had a long ass fucking day, so I'm gonna probably wrap this up. And
Oh, did you go hunting today?
we got out there, and it started pouring down rain. It's supposed to rain tomorrow
Oh.
too, so I'll pop back on here. We'll shoot the shit tomorrow when it's raining.
All right. Y'all have a good night.
You
All
too.
right. Have a good night. Bye.
I'm getting tired, ladies. I'm sorry. I'm
Don't be
exhausted.
so get some rest. You know,
I am, love. You guys have a good night, baby.
And I love you, girl. I'll talk to you later.
I love you, baby. We'll talk to you guys later. I guess you're the only one left up here.
Good night.
Shit, I guess I was talking to everybody. All right, y'all. Have a good night, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow morning. Good night, Cap. You did great on your video. And anyhow, yeah, if you guys need anything, shoot me an email. I'll try to get back to you as quickly as I possibly can. And I will pop on tomorrow. We'll see you guys. Good night.